God damn it. God damn it. We have come so far. 300 episodes. I'll be real with you guys. I've never thought that I would ever say that. Never thought that. What started off with 12 people on a Skype call on a shitty connection. I've told the story before. I really, really have. To where it's gone, all the hurdles, all the obstacles, all the bullshit that we've gone through. And here we are, 300 episodes. I can't believe I'm still saying that. Like, holy shit. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm nervous as fuck right now. And normally I'm not. Normally I'm the calm one out of all of us, basically, sometimes and shit. You can tell by the laugh who that is. Usually. Well, again, you're not here.
Dude, you're always nervous unnecessarily.
Yeah, but, again, things happen, okay? Guys.
Okay, listen. First and foremost, congratulations. 300 episodes is a absolute ridiculous milestone, and I mean that in like the most positive sense, because it's just like a mind-blowing thing to think you've been doing this for 300 episodes. I'm sorry to cut off your promo speech here, but I mean, why are you nervous?
Just answer.
You've done this for 299 episodes.
I can't hear anything. Oh, okay. I can hear then. Okay, cool. You can hear Brandon. Awesome. Thank you. I don't know. I just am. 300 episodes.
It's us. It's not like you have like Vince McMahon pals on the other line to congratulate you.
Hey, pal. Ha ha. Goddamn, pal. Ha ha.
Yeah, don't relax.
Yeah, you know what I envision sometimes? I can envision fucking. If you ever watch Being the Elite, Trevor and Arthur. Look here, you fat fuck. You better get a good episode it. Now, Arthur, you're being considered. Young Stevenson, I think you're doing a very tremendous job. It's just sometimes you gotta get your confidence up, Stevenson. Trevor, you sympathetic son of a bitch. This fat fuck.
Is that how you like have the conversations in your head about what's going on?
Sometimes kidding. When I'm high, yeah. When I'm high as shit, yeah. That's what happens when you do a show sober. That's what happens. Nonetheless, guys, ladies and gentlemen.
How many shows did you do sober?
Sober?
Sober.
There was that time in Dallas.
That wasn't sober.
A bunch of them.
Thank you, $200 chair.
Exactly, $200 chair. Anywho, guys, this is episode 300, the big 300. God damn it. It is Friday, June 28th, 2019. Happy birthday to my mother, my beautiful mother, my queen. She turned 61 years old today. And you know what's funny? You look at her, right? You would think she's in her 40s. Like, holy shit. And now I know where I get my genes from and shit. Like, I'm 29 now. I turned 29 last night. Goddamn. And you look at me. Oh, people think I'm 21 or 22. Well, thank you. Now you know where I get it from. Now you know, if you will. But happy birthday, my mother. Happy birthday. She's spending it with her family in Lancaster. She went to Lancaster today, so there's that. But as always, guys, it's me. I am the fat fuck himself. I am the dork slayer. I'm that dude named Steve. And you can tell I am not alone. I am not alone, as I am here joined by the crew. As you can see, here first we have my brother from another mother, all the way in the mean streets of Bridgeport, Connecticut himself. They call him the Queen Slayer, Mr. KWEEN Slayer, Mr. I just fucked your girl, Mr. Your baby mother just handed me that fucking tax returns and shit. Walty, what's up, bruh?
What up? You had to do the intro, right?
New intro.
Episode 300, you had to do it still. That's
beautiful.
Awesome. Beautiful intro. Been good. Ready for the night. Can't believe we've been 300 episodes in.
Can't believe it either, bruh.
But it's happened.
Yeah, man. And we're joined here. You can know this face. He's literally everywhere. iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, Sportskeeda. You catch him on with Joe Cronin on Out of Nowhere every Wednesday night. You see him on the OK Fabe show on his YouTube channel on OK Fabe. Vikes fan, subscribe. Thank you, Vikes fan. You are awesome. Thank you very much, Vikes fan, for subscribing to the channel. Where was I here? Google Podcast, Podbean, Sportskeeda, Joe Cronin, Out of Nowhere, the OK Fabe show on Fight TV, on Body Slamcast. That's what it's called too. Body Slam TV or
Oh, Power Slam TV.
Power Slam TV. He is also, you can catch him at times literally invading my girlfriend's panty drawer from time to time. The one, the only, Fabe. Connor, what's up, brother?
What up? I would not miss this for the world. Although I almost did.
You almost did. You almost did.
It was dangerously close. It was very close, but I was able to make it. No, man, I'm glad to be here. I know we haven't done one of these in a while. 300 is definitely nothing to scoff at.
No, it's not.
It is really cool. I am very happy for you. I've been busy like a mofo, as you just listed off those ridiculous amounts of things that I am plastered this ugly fucking mug on top of, but I'm glad to be here.
Exactly. Thank you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. And again, guys, 300 episodes in, again, this pod has gone through so many hurdles. Like we were talking about like moments ago, again, what started off literally on Skype, which we are now, but still till this very day.
Back to basics.
That's never changed. That never changed. Yeah, I mean, it did change before time to time. Yeah, with Google Hangouts, which I've heard apparently Google Hangouts. I don't know if it's true or not, but per the dork from Cincinnati, that dork from Cincinnati, apparently Google Hangouts on air will not be a thing by the end of the year. Apparently.
Yeah, where did that come from? I mean, Google likes to get rid of all the fun things, right?
Yeah, man. You know what? I said it before, I'll say it again. I wasn't really never... I mean, yeah, at first it was handy because, none of us really knew how to operate OBS or exploit or shit like that, right? So it came in handy for us, right? It came in handy. And then eventually all of us got into different stuff. We got used to different programs, and here we are now. We're on OBS. You know what I mean? But it does suck. I do agree. But I think also... we're at a time now where there's other programs that are better than Google Hangouts. I will say that right now too.
Well, there's more options available, and I think that it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Like I feel like Google Hangouts is so, I don't want to say basic, but like I don't know. I mean, I know a couple people who still use it, but it is a convenience factor, especially with like being able to use it on the phone. Like, man, I actually went on Google Hangouts I think like a week or two ago and saw like all the old like
features,
chats we had, like the post raw rundown we used to do. Like it's crazy to see like how much we used it too, even if we didn't want to. I remember you were like adamant about like not using it. I don't know why.
I'll tell you why, because I felt like honestly everyone was using it, and it was the same thing, almost like everyone. And here's the thing about it: it was at a time where the YWC was just entering the podcaster stage. Because I feel like now, and I don't mean to be a dick, all right. I got love for everyone, but I feel like everyone's now the podcaster route, if you will. Everyone's now up the podcaster part of the YWC. Basically.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that's what's popularized.
It's popularized now. And I want to feel that you and I, along with other people, started that phase a long time ago. We did. I'll say it. You, me, Joe Cronin was doing it too. JD was doing it too. You know what I mean?
I don't know about me. I definitely think you guys, but I don't know about me. I'm like, ooh, audio only. Wee. You
know what I mean?
Audio is easier to produce.
Exactly.
You know this.
Exactly. Absolutely, man. And look where we're at now. We've come a long way, and here to 300 more. Walter, how do you feel about this, bro? 300 episode. What you and I started in 2012, almost.
2012. I was a little kid still.
You were still
16,
a minor. You were still a
15,
minor, bro. You were still a minor.
Minor, technically, not legal age. Now I can.
Now you're fucking.
Yeah, like
bitch.
that. Stop, Steven. Yeah.
Now you're fucking. Now you're fucking bitches. Now you fucking more. Literally, guys. If you see this guy at a wrestling show, at a party, do not. I repeat now. Do not bring your girlfriend around him. Do not bring your girlfriend around this guy in the middle. I'm telling you that right now. She will be gone. She will be gone. You have no idea how many times I had to literally get this guy away from a lot of women during Mania weekend this past. You have no idea. You have no idea. But that's around the point. That's around the point. Speaking of around the point, ladies and gentlemen, this will be back this Sunday. I'll be reviewing both Fyter Fest and as well as Ring of Honor Fest in the world this Sunday on Around the Point. But here we are, guys. Again, there's so much to get into today. Joining us later on throughout the show will be Chase and also Big Mike. So when that happened, they'll be on as well. But God, there's a lot of stuff to get into this week. There's been a lot of stuff being said on Twitter. A lot of news that happened. Especially the big news that happened yesterday. The big fucking news, guys. I think it's only right that I play the song. Again, you guys won't be able to hear it, but I know the people in the chat will. But there's that. If I can just fucking find the song right now. I know, again, guys, people in the chat.
Technical difficulties. They
Yeah,
never change.
it happened. Yeah, guys. Again, bro.
They never change.
They never change.
They never change.
No, I'll pretend to react to the song.
But I think you guys know. He's back, y'all. He's back. He's my man. My man's back, yo. Eric Bischoff is back, y'all. That homie Eric Bischoff is back. Cause your opinion don't matter.
I'm very, very excited about this.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. This news happened the day before my birthday.
Best birthday present ever.
I come home from work. I'm tired as shit. My birthday weekend began literally on Wednesday. That's when it literally began. No, wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. No, it happened yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that news was yesterday.
The news was yesterday. Holy shit. On my birthday. On my fucking birthday, this news comes out.
That birthday wish can now, affect the WWE and who knows how long.
Think about it, dude. June 27th, for WWE has been a lot of stuff. The pipe bomb, almost, goddamn, almost freaking 8 years ago. And now this news came out. Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff are running WWE television. Bischoff on SmackDown, Heyman on Raw. However, it's still the Vince McMahon they have to answer to.
Yeah.
Well, that's bound, not surprised.
Here's the thing, and this is why I know a lot of people. I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in because I don't have. Unfortunately, I can't stay the entire show, so I want to be able to get my shit in while I can. Cheap plug. I get a lot of people's skepticism about Bischoff and Heyman are coming back to WWE, but they still have to answer to Vince, and Vince is truly the problem. Here's the thing I think a lot of people don't understand. As much as whether you love or hate both of these men, one or the other, whomever, you have to think, especially in 2019, with all the podcasts and all the interviews, and hell, you watch Paul Heyman's documentary, which I watch on a daily basis as part of my regiment, to his thought about his whole creative burnout in 2006 with the ECW relaunch, how he was just frustrated from a creative level. I think that both Heyman and Bischoff are smart enough individuals to think that if they're coming back, it has to be done the right way. I think that they understand that, Vince is ultimately the head decision maker, but I think Vince has enough trust in those men to be able to say, here's the keys for the most part to the kingdom. I trust you guys to steer the ship in the right direction. I think that Bischoff and Heyman would not return to WWE in these prominent roles unless they were set up for success, especially Heyman. Yes. I think Bischoff has made similar claims, but I know for a fact that Heyman would not be coming back unless there were things in place where he would not experience the exact same conditions or the exact same problems that he was experiencing the last time he was in a creative role.
Yeah. I just think it's unique. The whole term, the old saying, right?
It's definitely ironic that they switched brands.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, again, you and I were having this conversation on Twitter for a bit before I crashed, literally yesterday. The idea that, hey, Bischoff has more experience with dealing with major cable, network.
Yep.
This case being Fox. SmackDown's going to Fox in the fall. So Bischoff had the experience, whether it was Spike TV, whether it was TNT, and this other project that he's had with the guy from the one
TV.
Yeah, Spike TV, pal. Haha, woo,
brother.
Then a pursuit, if you will. Haha. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
I mean, Bischoff on SmackDown makes all the sense in the world because if Bischoff's role for SmackDown is going to be the same as Heyman's, Heyman just has to steer the ship. I don't want to say
we have a new subscriber, guys. We have a new subscriber. The Cold Bone Show. Thank you for subscribing, Motherflower. Thank you for subscribing.
What up, JP?
JP, all right.
The Bischoff on SmackDown makes sense because essentially, and I'm obviously oversimplifying this when it comes to their roles, but essentially Heyman just needs to take control from the creative aspect from a week-to-week basis.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be in charge of house shows or how that's going to go down, but long story short, Heyman's in charge of creative on Raw, which is extremely exciting, especially for someone like me who's a so I don't want to say his job is easier than Bischoff's, but I think Bischoff will have more of a he's more of a Renaissance man where he's a man of multiple trades. I think that well, Bischoff's creative aspect in terms of running SmackDown is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be beautiful. Thank you. Nothing changes.
I muted the mic though. I muted the OBS mic. So you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me burp. They didn't hear me burp. You guys did, but they did hear me burp.
Well, they know that you did.
Well, now they know.
Now they know. Now they know, bro. I'm a big guy.
Good job on the mute. Bischoff on SmackDown, I think is going to be better because, especially with the way the ratings have been, like the decline of ratings, especially for SmackDown. I think SmackDown's been hit worse than Raw in terms of not like saying that they're dipping lower than Raw, but I'm saying is they've been hit harder than Raw. But I think Bischoff obviously still has a mind for the business. I've listened to the 83 Weeks podcast, and he's definitely learned from his mistakes, both in TNA and WCW. And again, you're going to have two of the best wrestling minds, three if you want to count Vince, really, under the same brand or under the same WWE umbrella.
Yeah.
The key to this, as I've said, with the brand split and everything else, if they keep the shows separate and distinct and unique as possible, which to my knowledge, both men have publicly said, if I was in charge, that's one thing I would definitely do, then the sky's the limit. And this, I'm not saying this is going to be an instant turnaround. There's no way. I'm going to be more optimistic around SummerSlam.
Me too. Me too.
Maybe after mid-fall.
Because I think that's their first task. Okay, it's summer right now. We're on the road to SummerSlam. Let's get to SummerSlam under the Bischoff-Heyman administration now. Like, let's see what's going to happen. You know what it reminds me of? Again, it's the whole terminology. Two cooks in the kitchen. Sam Katz, a new subscriber as well. Thank you for subscribing, Sam. Good. Always a fun time seeing you at show. We saw him. Me and Walter saw him a couple of weeks ago at House of Glory. So that was fun, too. So the way I look at it, too, is, the whole saying, too many cooks in the kitchen. You have two cooks, two chefs, if you will, in one restaurant now, basically. And I go back in time, and I remember only 2005 when Heyman roasted Bischoff. Like, there was a time where Paul Heyman hated Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, it was the 90s. Good times.
Good times, yo. I think Satin said on Twitter, we're re-entering the 90s.
Well, I was talking to somebody. I'm like, hey, did you hear the news? Bischoff and Heyman come back. I'm like, huh? I'm like, yeah. It makes you wonder. Like, wow, 2000. What year is it when we have Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman competing on separate brands for Raw and SmackDown for WB programming? And the movie theaters right now, you can go see Aladdin, Men in Black, Child's Play, and I'm trying to think of the other movie that's Toy Story. Thank you. Toy Story.
Vikings coming out. Yeah.
What year is this?
All we need now, real shit, is a fucking Home Alone movie. We need Home Alone. We need fucking.
God, they butchered that freaking franchise so much.
Nah, I thought after the third one I stopped, dude. I know they did a part 4. That's just like, fuck this, dude. I saw 1 and 2. They were great. 3 I saw. 3 I was able to tolerate. 4 is like, eh. But you gotta get the idea. Like, okay, bring back Beetleborgs. Bring back.
Oh man, now you're really stretching these 90 references.
Bring it back. Bring back Life with Louie, Bobby's World, Rocco's Modern Life. I know all that been revamped. Now, like, they're bringing back.
I watched it. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
And by the way, the Rocco special they're doing is actually going to be on Netflix this summer.
Oh, I cannot wait, bruh. It's my childhood, dude. My childhood. My fucking childhood. I cannot wait. But I think it'd be very intriguing. Where they're gonna lead to King into the summer. Apparently, they even advertised like both of them for like these events and shit now, which is crazy. You have to think about this too. Heyman on Raw, Brock's on Raw.
Well, like they're gonna be on. Well, obviously Heyman, but they're gonna be on screen. Like
I don't. From what I've heard, no.
So I've heard a bunch of different things. Honestly, I've kind of kept close to the vest because I was caught off guard by this. But the people in context that I've talked to. It's a mixed bag. I've heard that some people say that it's purely just behind the scenes. Keep in mind that this is not like a position that was existing and they filled it. They specifically created these roles just for these guys. So it's not like they did something where like they were like, oh, we have a void we need to fill. The Bischoff one might be more for filling up what Road Dogg's position was. But if you really want to boil down to it, it's technically different titles. C'est la vie.
I think about
but as
this
far
too.
as on,
I'm sorry. Go on, Con. I'm sorry. God damn. When did
no,
that change?
so yeah, I was gonna say it's real fast. As far as on TV, I've heard that was not the original intention, but now they are strongly considering how much positive publicity this has been getting. And like Walter said, Heyman's already on TV. Bischoff, maybe
so. Maybe.
Let's see.
You know what? I was going to say this earlier. You think about this too, and it's kind of coincidence though, right? You know, you think about this, right? Bruce Pritchard is back in WWE, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now Eric Bischoff.
Yes.
And they both had a show to Duke. I feel
What
bad.
year is this?
I feel bad for Conrad here. God damn, pal. That's why I feel bad.
Seriously. I swear to God, if they're like, the next thing we're gonna find out is that Tony Schiavone is the head commentator for SmackDown Live. It's like, man, 3 for 3.
Exactly.
Jeez.
God damn, yo. But
and then JR signed AEW, but hey.
Yeah, I know. Other than that, there's that, and again, I look forward to seeing what the hell they do. Also, this whole week, you had this Seth Rollins, again, standing up for WWE. Seth Rollins being the voice of reason. Seth Rollins, burning it down on Twitter. And
I applaud him.
You know what? I get it. Yes, there's a time where, it's cool to pick on companies, right? Whenever people crap on TNA, yes, we all cheer. Yeah, yo, take that TNA. You know what I mean? When people crap on WWE,
don't dare do it anymore.
We don't do it no more, but they don't have no buzz. Even though there's a pay-per-view coming up next week.
They don't have buzz. That's why.
There's a pay-per-view coming up next week, by the way. Slammiversary.
They actually have 2 events almost back to back. They have I think Brawl at the Brewery or something like that, or Brewery Brawl,
Brawl at the Brewery.
Brawl at the Brewery, thank you. And then like 2 days later, it's Slammiversary. And honestly, Slammiversary is looking really interesting. They have a Fatal 4-Way Women's Monsters Ball match. I mean, yeah,
Walter, a lot's happened since you stopped watching Impact, dude. A lot's happened.
I'm telling you, some interesting stuff. But with Seth, listen, it is very easy for anyone, myself, you guys, anyone out there to easily criticize WWE. And for the most part, and I say the most part, it is usually WWE doesn't really respond much to it. There's very few criticism that they actually respond to. And it must be difficult to, especially in Seth's position where he's the champion, he's representing the company. He's, when you're, as much as we joke aside about the Universal Championship, he takes it very seriously, and you have to give him respect for being willing to take that role very prominently and very seriously, as he should. He's delivering some great quality stuff. And he's just waving the flag, which I'm not saying that to discredit him or look down upon him for doing so. If anything, I applaud him, because you see so many people, especially employees in WWE sometimes, or at least we hear about it, complain, bitch, moan, groan. I mean, we do it all the time as far as the creative, on a weekly basis. So that takes a lot of guts in more ways than one. And I don't think it's Seth being a company guy. I think it's Seth really he's finally, in my opinion, hitting the strive of his career. Yeah, he's hitting the peak. Yes, he's had the WWE Championship run as a heel, but I think this is really the top of his game. Winning the title from Brock at Mania, the opening the opening match, and being the head guy on the flagship show of Raw. Of course, he's going to feel passionately like that. So I think people kind of criticizing him for it, or saying he has the best. I mean, listen, Seth made some really good points, and one of the good points that he made was the fact that while there might be some great wrestlers in the world that aren't signed to WWE, they don't do what WWE does, or they don't do what WWE does, and especially not as frequently.
Exactly. And you get the thing about it too. I'm pretty sure all of you guys caught it on Twitter this week. Seth Rollins has been going at it with Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is also competing in this year's G1 Climate, which is kind of a stacked G1 this year. I will say that, with the people that you have in that tournament, which I'm going to try to review this year. Not the entire show, but the matches of that tournament. I will try to review.
Good luck.
I will try to. Whether I'm sober, whether I'm high as shit, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. But the point of the matter is, though, yes, Will Ospreay is amazing in his own right. I'll say that as well. And yes, Will Ospreay has had these amazing matches in New Japan. But the difference is, though, I don't mean to be a dick when I say this. I don't mean to come off like a fucking fanboy. Because I know it's easy for that way to come off. But look at the people that Rollins has wrestled versus Ospreay. The quality, I'll say this, Ospreay has that little thing up at that notch, if you will, right? But the names that Rollins have wrestled, you know what I mean? Cena, freaking Balor, Dean, Triple H, Lesnar. You kind of get the Orton, Nakamura. I can't believe that much even happened, but still, the list is there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll say this too, though. At the same time, though, yes, Ospreay tears it up too. At the same time, though, you don't see Rollins having to fucking take a German suplex every single match on the apron of a ring, land on his fucking neck.
No, I just think I'm glad to see him defend his company.
I'm glad to see you too.
That's actually pretty solid. I mean, whether he's right or wrong, he's literally sticking up to WWE, which a lot of people criticize. So he's got to be the face, and he knows his role, and he's doing what he's got to do.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, I do have to. I know Mike's coming on right now, but I do have to depart myself because I got other things I got to take care of. But I just wanted to hop on, show my love, give you some love and support for your 300th episode. So
thanks, Connor.
Again, damn it, Connor.
And he's on here as well, and he's on here. Again, Connor's one of those guys who was, before all the stuff that he's been through, again, with the OK Fabe show, with the Random Wrestling Podcast, he was here with us in the beginning. He was here with us. You know what I mean? And where he's at now, I'm proud of him. You may not always hear that from me. You may not. But I really am, bro. When I see you do your stuff, I smile, bro. Seriously, I smile. You know what I mean?
I don't sleep. That's why I'm wearing the shades.
I can see that, bro. I was about to say
that's the trick to everything.
I thought you just smoked some hella weed, but that's just around the planet. I know it's legalized now in Massachusetts. God damn it.
Oh, that's right.
Jersey's not. God damn it. Fucking bullshit.
Gotta take a 2-hour drive there.
Exactly, guy. Exactly. Well,
pocket cat and get some grass, kid.
Exactly. Oh, fucking hell. Mike, what's up, bro? Got the Detroit Lions.
All right. Sorry to say hi and bye, Mike. It was good seeing you. Walter, have a good one. And Steven, keep up the good
Peace out, man.
Peace out, Connor. Gotta bring you back soon, man.
Hell yeah.
Gotta bring you back soon. Even for a fight companion, gotta bring you on soon, bro. Peace out, brother. And there he goes. Okay, Fabe. And we got Big Mike, the man with the golden charm. Okay. Looking like he just coached his son's little league team, like the coaching dad. Got to look there
I just came from the Tigers game.
Did they win?
No.
Nah. My friend betted on who they face, Nationals, right?
Yeah. Keep betting on the team against us. That's how you win.
Oh, bro.
My friend always he knew to do it.
And we're here.
Is it true that they're 2-20 at home or 2-21?
Yeah, it's awful, man. We're the second worst team in the league, man. It's awful.
God damn.
It's an awful thing.
Exactly.
Hey, but you can't pass up a baseball game.
So, Mike, again, I hope you enjoyed yourself at the game. I know your team lost, but we're talking about, we're just talking about the big debate of Rollins and Ospreay this week on Twitter.
Yeah, I might cop me a little man shirt.
Really? You cop yourself a little man shirt?
Yeah, man. Gotta support Will Ospreay.
Okay. I mean, again, no one's wrong here. I feel like, again, Mike's taking the side of Will Ospreay, if you will, from all of us here. Again, we're all saying that what Rollins doing is fine. Hey, he's supporting the company that he works for. And again, there's no right or wrong here on this one. There is no right or wrong at the end of the day. Mike's about to buy a little man shirt. That's what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But again, Mike, what's your overall take besides you buying the shirt? What's your take on all this, if you will?
Honestly, Seth Rollins has to do what he has to do. He is pretty much given the keys to Raw, and he has to hold the company down no matter what, right or wrong. So he's just doing his part.
Exactly. Yep. That's why I look at it too. You know what I mean? And who knows? You know, can we ever see that match? Rollins and
I mean, it could happen. Will Ospreay gotta
I'll
check all his stuff down.
I think
they definitely be interested.
it will be. I'll say
Down the
this,
line.
and I said this a long time ago, like low key and shit. Like, if there's anyone that New Japan can get behind to main event Wrestle Kingdom next year, right, in the Tokyo Dome, because they're doing a 2-night show next year, right? I say Will Ospreay. Because say what you want about the guy too. Like, I'll say this. From when he started in New Japan to where he's at now, he has improved leaps and bounds.
Mm.
He has improved leaps and bounds, and no one's gonna take that away from him. No one's taking that away from him.
So has he given up that whole "I want to be in the heavyweight division"?
I think it's just one of those things where, well, he's in the G1. You remember he's in the G1.
Yeah, he's in the G1, and that's cool. But it seems like because he was bulking up at one point.
I don't know. Maybe just the wear and tear in his body. Because
Okay.
the thing with Will Ospreay, you gotta understand all of his matches have a spot where he lands on his neck on the apron, and they love fucking gassing up all the apron is the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah, guys killing themselves for nothing, but
Exactly.
that's
bro.
the love of the business.
Love of the business, absolutely, bro. Love of the business, man. The love of the business, motherfuckers. We're all talking about Heyman and Bischoff, bro, being part of WWE television. We talked about it earlier with Connor before you got on. So just to bring up to speed, Mike, what's your take on this? Because people didn't hear your point of view on this the whole week, so let these dorks know, bro.
I kind of been excited to come on here because all the news that dropped lately. This was one of them. This is actually good because not only are you getting these guys back, especially Bischoff, him working with the SmackDown brand because they're going to be moving to Fox, and he's good basically building relationships and with networks and stuff like that because of TNT and TBS and working with Ted Turner and all that type of stuff, putting all those deals together, and also a little bit of creative side on screen. And Heyman, we know what Heyman can do. We've seen his brilliance on TV time and time again. Some of it sneaks on TV nowadays because he works with some of the stuff. I love it. I think they should just get out the way and let these guys do it. Maybe put in each and now again. But other than that, let these guys roam, man. Let them do it. If it get out of hand, then just break it up when you can. But just let these guys roam.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. They picked the two best people to do it too.
Exactly,
Because you know they got experience. They were rivals, and now they're all working together.
And they both do something with Conrad. Well, Bischoff does.
Well, yeah, Conrad. I feel bad for Conrad because not only does Bruce Pritchard go away, well, they do some other stuff, but not as often.
I know.
But 83 weeks is probably going to go away because this is full time.
Yeah.
This is a tough job here. So can't be doing that.
So, guys, again, give us your thoughts in the chat. Give us your thoughts on this whole thing, or if not, let us know on Twitter at TEAMHEEL Podcast, and we'll read your comments and all that stuff. If you have questions for us too, drop your questions in the chat, and we'll answer to the best of our abilities as well. Let's see here. Gold standard rates here. By the way, shout out to Ross. I'm over all these apron spots, super kicks, poison ranas, and that happens all the time now. And I agree with that too. I'm so over it too. Especially when I hear Corey Graves and Michael Cole and Renee Young or any other announcer, like every commentator. Wow! It's the hardest part of the ring. Wow! 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 Oh my!
Somebody needs to make a compilation of all her wows, oohs, and ahs.
Oh god! Oh god!
You gotta sign
Nah,
me up. I could easily.
You know what compilation I want, bruh? Real shit.
What?
Hey, Kayla! That shit had me going, yo. Hey, Kayla! Like, literally, yo, Billy Kay became my favorite member of the Iconics, yo. Just for that alone. She become my favorite one.
I mean, some of their backstage stuff is funny. I think the You Gotta Be Joking Me became a meme. And that's funny. But, you know, it's just the on-screen stuff that's awful. The behind-the-stage stuff is good. The on-screen stuff is awful.
Nah, I think their shit's funny. I think people need to understand they're not meant to be taken serious.
Exactly. They are the longest reigning WWE Women Tag Team Champions.
It's like Billy and Chuck. Billy and Chuck, yeah, they were talented, but their characters were not meant to be taken serious.
We gotta respect them because they're the longest.
Hey, I was fans of Billy and Chuck.
Champs.
You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Other than that, too, Seth Rollins, again, he's been very active this week. Whether him going at it with Ospreay on Twitter, calling him a little man, referencing his bank account and stuff like that, and well, to each their own, right? To each their own.
I guess he was a little bored this week.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he got tired. He got bored of fucking Becky Lynch, but hey, it is what it is. Again, guys, Summer Love, guys, gonna be running wild this summer in WWE.
Fuck
Summer Love.
That's a power couple right there, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine if they both turn heel.
I just want Becky to turn heel on Seth, just for the hell of it.
So, apparently, Rollins spoke with Sports Illustrated this week as well, and they talked about Dean Ambrose, now known as Jon Moxley, leaving and talking about WWE on the Talking Jericho podcast, right? And this is what Rollins stated in an interview, in quote. And like I said, I love the guy. Here we go. Amber can do what he wants. He's a big boy. He got his big boy pants on. He can go out there and say whatever he wants. But bottom line is, not everybody's equipped to handle the rigors of WWE and the schedule and how it affects you mentally and emotionally. He explained, adding, Ambrose gave everything he had to the company for the entire time he was here. He put his heart and his soul into the travel, into the schedule, into the injuries, into the work in the ring and all the stuff. But at the end of the day, he took his ball and went home. Or he went elsewhere at least. And think it's a little presumptuous of him to get on a podcast and talk down about the company that gave him such an opportunity. And again, this is referencing the fact that Ambrose signed with AEW after his contract expired with WWE, and he made his debut appearance for the company Double or Nothing. He also did New Japan Pro Wrestling Indies in the U.S. as well. And also in an interview, he said this in quote. And like I said, I love the guy. I love him. I'll always love him.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, we should just share different perspectives. About what we want out of life and where we're at in our own lives. I hope that he does well. I've kept enough tabs on him to know that he's doing super well for himself right now, and I'm super happy, and I'm happy for that. But I just don't think there's any reasons to hop on a soapbox and complain after the fact. After the fact, you don't need to take the first step, and that's looking into the. You need to take the first step. That's looking into the mirror and asking yourself, did you do every single thing you possibly could to make yourself and your situation what you want it to be? And if the answer is yes, you did, then you can go elsewhere and complain. If that's where he's at mentally, then go right ahead. But if he hasn't done that, he hasn't looked in the mirror and made that decision, then maybe he should think about that. That goes for any other disgruntled talent, past or present.
Okay.
So yeah. I mean, the way I look at it, you know, the whole take his ball in. I've heard that before. I'm pretty sure all of us have, right? At one time or another.
Mm-hmm. I heard it.
You know what I mean? And excuse me, I just ate before the show, so I'm kind of full still, so I'm burping a lot. Right.
Oh, I didn't eat dinner yet.
Oh, I ate, but that's besides the point, though. Excuse me. Okay, where was I?
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, goddamn pal. The way I look at it is, we've heard the whole took his ball and go home. You can say it's disrespectful for him to say that. You can say, oh, we get where he's coming from. You know, when I look at someone like Dean Ambrose, again, the guy never stood out to me. He never really did. Yes, he was a good talent, all the fuck you want. There are people that got it with him. To me, he's just a guy. I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? That being said, with Jon Moxley now and him now being back on the indies, I guess, if you will, being part of AEW, it's, again, when that whole thing happened, yeah, it was cool, it was crazy, but it wasn't like a big name. And again, don't get me wrong, yes, Moxley is a name, all the fuck you want, he has the WWE rub, if you will, but they made it seem that they signed Cena almost, remember that?
Well, they had to. You know, that is a big sign for them. I mean, he was a former champ. They did kind of push him a bit in WWE. So I think Dean Ambrose should be. I mean, it's not like he's like completely bitter. I understand his frustrations and stuff, which is totally fine. And you know, Rollins, you know, it's kind of weird that I guess he didn't bash him, but he kind of criticized him. Yeah, it's a little weird, but I mean, he has a point in a way. You know, Rollins makes kind of a valid point.
Absolutely, but, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I will say this too, though. At the same time, if you really again want to think about it too, Ambrose's time in WWE. If you listen to the Jericho podcast and the Wade Keller one, if you listen to the Wade Keller one, bless your heart, because again, going through all those fucking advertisements throughout the fucking show, it's like, bruh, fuck that, homie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bless your heart if you couldn't afford the VIP. If you could afford the VIP, then screw you.
This is PWTorch.com here. I'm Wayne Kell from PW Torch. And we have John Moxley here. John, what is your thoughts on the whole thing? Well, you know, I thought overall, you know, WWE did this, but that's fine. Well, again, guys, this is PWTorch.com. Just letting you guys know, for VIP members now, you get this for absolutely free, no ads, nothing at all. That's literally the whole fucking interview. The point is, yes, I do believe that he had these ideas, and WWE just didn't give a shit. They shot it down. It's like, you know, fine, I believe that too, to some extent. But at the same time, you know, if he's happy, now he's happy. Now let him be happy. Let him do his shit now. I look forward to watching Fyter Fest tomorrow.
I'm reviewing it, so
I'm watching it. But real talk, the only match I'm looking forward to is the Janela and Moxley match.
Yeah.
But other than that, let's see. I mean, if we can, Mike, do you want to do a fight companion on that? A fight companion on that one?
I probably won't be available. I'll probably be watching that on the road because either, you know what? No. We can do one. I'll be home in time. I'm going to the game tomorrow too.
Well, I'll see, because again, it's my birthday weekend, so I might be going out tomorrow. So.
Okay, if you're available, I think. What time do it start? 7.
I think so. I'm not really sure.
If it's 7 or 8, then I'm definitely down.
We'll see. I hope you guys like the thumbnail that I did today. I hope you guys did like the thumbnail that I made.
Oh yeah, it's freaking awesome, man.
I literally watched a YouTube video on Photoshop how to do this. I thought about it, like, you know, it's 300 at the same time though. What's the big news today? It's, you know, again, Heyman, Vincent, Bischoff, right?
That's a really good thumbnail to put those three there.
But you know who?
300.
But I'll say this though. I think the homie Sauer did an amazing job at this. And again, if you are a YouTuber, a podcaster, and you want awesome graphics done and all that fun stuff, hit the homie up on Twitter at Salrex. I mean, at SRXGFX. I don't know why this thing's not showing up right now. But that's where you got to go to follow him. Tell him that I sent you. He does amazing graphic designs. Not just for me, but for Big Mike, for JD from NY206, for Solid Monster, for also the Solemn House of Glory, and all those awesome people as well, okay? We are blessed to have him on our team. Seriously.
No doubt about it.
Speaking of AEW and stuff like that, so yes, you guys know Fight for the Fallen's coming up on July 13th, right?
Yep.
July 13th is Fight for the Fallen. And then July 14th is fucking Extreme Rules, right? On July 14th?
Yeah.
So I talked about this on my NXT review. I talked about this earlier on the NXT review this past Wednesday, where apparently I mispronounced Io Shirai. I said Lo Shirai, but it's Io Shirai.
You always said that. I just didn't want to. It's disrespectful to say, hey, it's this and that.
I don't know. Again, it is what it is, okay? I've heard Alucard call it Lo Shirai, so I figured, all right, Lo Shirai. And then I heard Io Shirai. Maybe they changed her name, but fuck it, I didn't give a shit. Point is, though, the big news came out is that Evolve, the 10th anniversary show, will be streamed live on the WWE Network. And here's why it's interesting, because on July 13th, is going head to head with Fight for the Fallen. Now, here's how I look at it too. It's an Evolve show, but yeah, it does have the NXT talent that's going to be there. Some of the guys from the main roster, if you will, people that at one time were Evolve, if you will, which is interesting. Yeah, you have Matt Riddle going to be there, Drew Gulak, the Sal's going to be there, and so on and so forth, right? And Evolve does have good talent. They do. I'm a fan of their current world champion, Austin Theory. He's a fucking amazing performer. I guarantee he'll be down in NXT real soon, down the road, in a couple of years or now. By the end of the year, we'll fucking see. Point is, though, people are kind of like mixed. What the fuck are they gonna do? What are they gonna watch, right? And the fact that Evolve, again, they have this working relationship with NXT, right, for years. Right. This is going to be aired on the network. And you think about this too, right? For years, we wanted to know. They're talking about about having indie shows streamed on the network, and then again, this is the first time we're going to see it. And I did say before, and we can all agree on this as well. This whole time, people saying, "Yeah, yo, WWE is going to compete with AEW, this and that." And again, if WWE is going to compete, quote unquote, if they're going to respond, it's going to be with NXT. That's what it's going to be. That's all they really need.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to use the main roster. I hate to say it, people.
Unless something serious goes down, but no, you're not. It's just like, so what if they're doing the show at the same time? Watch both at the same time. I don't fucking know. Just
now, this is the most important thing I wanted to talk about, because literally, when this type of stuff happens, it really shows you who are the soy boy SJW fans in this wrestling community.
The dorks. And this is the only time I'm going to be calling this stuff out, is because Spotlight on Big Mike.
You guys want competition, right? Do you think WWE cared if back in the Attitude Era WCW was doing a charity event for something? They were going to be taking shots at them no matter what. It doesn't matter what it is. So now that WWE is using Evolve, which has a working relationship with NXT, of doing the same show on the same day, which also happens to be my birthday, so this is going to be a great birthday present for me. And so happens that AEW's money, a little portion of it, is going to be going to gun violence. Okay, so WWE gets shit on because it's a charity event, so opposing charity event.
Well, apparently, it's going for the victim that's gone through gun violence. Apparently, that's the
right.
That's the whole Fight for the Fallen event is going for.
Right, but my whole point is, who cares if it's a charity event? It has AEW posted on the graphics, so it's gonna be canon with their storyline. Who cares if WWE it's Evolve? It's Evolve. Who cares if Evolve is doing something the same day? It's Evolve. It's not the main roster. Who cares? Honestly, like you can miss me with all of that stuff. It's gonna be a wrestling show. Like, you're not calling WWE scumbags for doing NXT UK Cardiff all out in the same day in the same area.
Facts, homie. Facts.
Like, who cares? Like,
the way I look at it is, yo, watch whatever you want to watch.
Right.
Again, watch them both. Listen,
it's not like they're taking money away from AEW. It's gonna be in different places.
Now, will I watch them at the same time? I don't know.
But it's not like people are thinking that this show is gonna take money away from them. It's like, oh, you're taking money away from gun violence victims and all that type of stuff. It's not the case. They're just doing a show. Where does Evolve shoot at? What, in New York?
Well, this should be shot at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia, where is Fight for the Fallen gonna be?
In Jacksonville, Florida.
Point ended. This is over. Just enjoy the wrestling.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So what?
You understand?
So what if it's a charity event? So what?
Charity event, man.
I had to listen to 30 minutes of a quote-unquote fan shit on the quote-unquote company that he loves and calling them scumbags.
I think okay, I like where this is going, Mike. This is
So I like that type of shit right there. Doesn't like it makes me feel like that you're not a fan anyway. You're just dick sucking one company, which you accuse people of dick sucking another company. So you're the cocksucker of AEW.
Maybe this cocksucker of AEW, low key, is trying to get a job with AEW.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
But this is the type of shit that I don't like.
And maybe this said cocksucker at times can be a goon, if you will. But
could be. But that's the only gripe I have with it. It doesn't even matter. It's just wrestling. It's not like they're taking money away from these poor victims. It's two separate shows.
Yeah, exactly. And then read the comments. Your PG isn't the issue, Steve. From Gold Standard, I never see any more tweets about you. Exactly. You really don't. Steve Fulton writes here. WWE's trash. Eric and Paul are legends, but old AW is going to be young and fresh and not some pussy PG corp. Which again, fair enough. To each their own, if you will. Fuck, full kitty house. So okay. I mean, the way I look at it again, again, what Mike said, watch whatever you want to watch. Whatever makes you happy, bro. Watch whatever we're gonna watch. At the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, you have that choice. Granted.
One little addition. I didn't talk about Kenny Omega. So Kenny Omega was mad about that too. I advised Kenny Omega to get over it.
Which I was gonna actually read his quotes, by the way. But again, I'm just add one more graphic. I'm gonna get into this too.
Yeah, because I saw the tweet as soon as it was pressed. As soon as he pressed tweet, I saw it.
And before he deleted, before he did the whole tweet.
Before he deleted it, I sent it to him about a good 5 people. I was like, holy shit, look at this. I already knew who he was talking about. The first 4 lines, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, brother.
And also, the Saudi shit and then your shit are 2 separate things. Yeah, you can crap on WWE for the Saudi shit. We all do. It shouldn't happen. But this shit and your shit doesn't mix. So
hey, man. End of the day, man, shit is shit. It's smelly. It's
How can you deny the Saudi money? Come on, man. Saudi.
Getting that Saudi money, y'all. Getting that Saudi money. But anyway, moving along here as well. Because, again, there's stuff that I just want to say too. Again, watch whatever you want to watch. End of the day, no one's saying you got to watch this.
It's just wrestling. Calm down.
It's just wrestling. This is the one thing that I was hating. This is the one thing that I was hating that was going to happen with the wrestling fans. They were going to split. And one people was going to be on one side, shitting on the other side, and vice versa. Let's
read with Kenny Omega. This is a transcript. This is from Ryan Satin, by the way. And this is what he said. This is what I guess the tweet that he deleted said in quote. Again, he was upset.
Yeah, he's upset. He needs to get over it.
If landing your tickets with blood money is okay, then what's wrong with trying to undermine a charity show for victims of gun violence? I hear that healthy competition is supposed to be a good thing, and yet I can't help but feel like I'm gonna be sick, he tweeted. That's what he tweeted. Adding, I've said my piece and opened the door to a very toxic environment. It wasn't a message to fans or the boys, just the decision makers. I wish everyone wrestling on any show that day all the best. That is all.
Dude, Kenny Omega wouldn't last 2 hours, let alone 2 minutes in the mid-90s.
For those unaware, a portion of the proceeds for Fight for the Fallen will be donated to victims of gun violence. By the way, what pissed me off, and again, I love Kenny Omega. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of his work. He's amazing, right? Even though I felt like the guy lost steam coming out of Wrestle Kingdom 13 or whatever the fuck they're at now.
What do you expect? Who is he wrestling?
Exactly.
Nowadays?
He hasn't wrestled no one in a year.
Jericho again?
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
Point is, though, you know, the guy lost momentum. The guy lost steam. And it's like, you're still Jericho. He's wrestling John Moxley at All Out. He's wrestling Shima at Fight for the Fallen.
There you go.
He's gonna be tomorrow in a 6-person tag, the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid, which should be fine. But again, if you watched them before, you've seen it already now than times already.
Yeah, Young Bucks and Lucha Bro match again.
Exactly. But anyway, guys, there's that. And again, that's a good question though. Would Kenny Omega last in the 90s or in the 80s?
Hell no.
No, he wouldn't last.
I mean,
in
his
the
style would not. I think his style would not.
His personality would.
Yeah,
He's a puss. He's acting like a puss right now.
Fair enough, Mike.
I'm sorry that I'm being this brash.
I love this, bro. Real shit, my nigga. I love this, bro.
Pisses me off.
Fam, I love this, bro. I love this shit, bro. This is the best Big Mike we've seen in a long time. I hope we see more of this Big Mike, yo, for real. I think it's the jersey, the hat.
Yeah, I mean the team that makes him mad. So
I can give two shits about the Tigers. But
real shit. We can make a portion of the show. It's now time for the realness with Big Mike. I gotta make an intro, everything, make a fucking intro, everything, yo, for this. Speaking of which, you wanna know what pissed me off a couple days ago? And I posted this shit on Twitter a couple days ago. So as you guys know, next week, Impact Wrestling's having a pay-per-view. Slammiversary, people. Right? Slammiversary coming up on July 7th. A lot apparently on pay-per-view. Apparently, yes, you can watch it on Fight TV, but apparently now, one thing I've wanted them to do, because again, all of us, I'm not sure about Walter, but I'm sure for you, Mike, for me, for Chase, maybe Connor as well, maybe you guys listening as well, are subscribed to the Impact Plus app, right?
yeah,
I ain't subscribed to that.
There's
I ain't been on that app in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
But I'm getting them my money.
So it's $7.99 a month, right? So apparently, one thing I said I wish they started doing is streaming their pay-per-views on this Impact Plus, right? Just like WWE does with the WWE Network. So apparently, Impact Wrestling tweeted this out literally a couple of days ago, right? And quote, Slammiversary on July 7th will be available for purchase on Impact Plus. When you order, you'll get a free 3-month subscription as a bonus. Pre-orders will open soon. Stay tuned. Slam 17. So let me get this straight, Impact Wrestling. I said this. You're charging people monthly for $7.99, right? To watch this, to be subbed to your platform, which is Impact Plus. Which is fine. No one's saying that's wrong. I think it's great that you're finally going to stream your show, your pay-per-views on this platform. But what pisses me off in a way, you want me to pay an extra $40 basically for something that I'm already paying a month for with $7.99 just to watch the show when it should be free if I'm paying $7.99 a month.
They're pulling a Fight Club with this.
Yeah, exactly. They're pulling, and maybe again, to my understanding, they do have a contract with Fight TV where they have to again put it on Fight. I get that, but can you imagine if WWE charged you they charge you $9.99 a month, right? They charge you $9.99. They charge you $9.99 a month, right? But yet they were to charge you $50 for the pay-per-view. Still, can you imagine if they did that still in 2019?
I would never watch it.
Exactly.
Dude, I wouldn't be reviewing shows.
Exactly.
Like fuck you.
Like I'm sorry, but this is fucking stupid.
Oh no, I'll sign up now. I mean, I'll buy Slammiversary if I get 3 months of Impact. Oh, Impact Plus.
But you know what that's like though, bro? It's like when you're about to cancel your network subscription on WWE, they hit you with the if you stick around, We'll let you have the network for 3 months for 99 cents.
That's what pisses me off. Like I haven't canceled at all for the past 5 years. The network's been involved, and
Yeah.
a lot of people get perks when they cancel or with new subscribers. What the fuck do the regular subscribers get?
Right. Subscribers
Absolutely
has
nothing.
been there since what? When did it start? 2013?
Yeah, like 5 years.
Yeah, so from 2013 and up.
No, 6 years. I'm sorry.
6 years.
Five,
Yeah.
No, five. Wait, 30, 31.
Okay.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, you're right. 6.
Yeah, so 6 years. People that's been there for 5 to 6 years should get something like 90% off at WWE shop or
90%.
something. And you should get something, ticket deals, something.
Yeah, ticket deals would be very helpful.
Well, apparently, for those that have Honor Club, with Honor Club, if you sub to it, you get discounts on tickets and on merchandise.
Ain't no way I'm gonna get Honor Club. Get out of here with that.
No, I'm just saying that. That's
I'm thinking that. I'm
I know, but
sorry.
that's what I'm saying though.
Yes, that's nice.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
But-
I ain't getting
but-
Honor Club, but yes.
But what I'm saying is, okay, if I get I have Impact Plus, but where are my perks though, bro? Where are my perks? You get what I'm saying? And again, I think this is complete bullshit. You're charging fans an extra $40 to something they pay $7.99 a month to already to watch.
They should charge at a discounted price at least.
Or at least, yeah, like, you know what? Charge people $20. Okay, that's reaching. Fuck it. Like,
20. Fuck.
all right, take $10
No.
off. Take $10 off.
30. Yes. See that deal would be nice if the pay-per-view price itself was just 30. And
But
then
even
3
if
months.
that, okay, let's look at the card for Summerversary. Mike, I might do a Wrestle Companion for this year. You be down for do it, bro?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to do an illegal stream because I ain't doing
I do that shit.
Wait, how much?
it.
$40.
Okay,
And you get 3 months free.
Okay,
Oh, not me.
but let's ask the
It should
chat
be
this.
4 months free.
So I'm gonna go on Wikipedia now. Wikipedia. I trust Wikipedia, by the way. Well, let's look at the matches that are on the card. Let's look at the matches and let's be the judge here. Is this really worth $50 or $40? Where the fuck they're charging you right now? There's 5 matches this far on the card. I'm pretty sure on Impact tonight they'll add more matches. Just like next week they'll add more matches as well. I'm pretty sure, right? So right now you have 5 matches. You have tag team match for the Impact Tag Team Championships. LAX of Santana and Ortiz defending the titles against the Rascals of Desmond Xavier and Trey Miguel. You have a Fatal 4-Way Monsters Ball for the Impact Knockouts Championship. Taya Valkyrie defending her title versus Rosemary, Sue Young, and the returning Jessica Havoc. You also have Moose versus Rob Van Dam in a singles match. You have Rich Swann defending the X Division Championship versus Johnny Impact. And in the main event, you have Brian Cage versus Michael Elgin. Also on the show, which is not Wikipedia right now, I don't know why. You also have Tessa Blanchard versus Sami Callihan in a intergender match.
Man, I want to see Tessa go for the title, man. Fuck this intergender
The
shit.
world title, bro?
Yes, I don't want to see that.
Intergender.
I don't want to see it, even though it was cool that they did some cross promotion on some indie fed. But fuck that. She need to go for the title. She need to be
The world
the
champion.
head honcho over there.
The Impact World Champion. Hey, you know what it is, bro? And I said this to a couple people we were talking to and shit. It might happen. Don't be surprised, dude. Again, it's this woman evolution shit, and again, it's fine and dandy. But I think Impact will go the extra mile with this shit and make a woman their world champion.
Oh, of course they would.
They
Well,
would
if
go-
they do that, then okay, but it better be the right person.
yeah, someone like
'Cause if it
Tessa
ain't the right
Blanchard.
person,
Someone like Tessa.
I don't mind Tessa, but she needs to be the women's champion right now.
I mean, right now it's Sue Young.
Fuck that. Fuck Sue Young.
Sue
Tessa Blanchard.
Fair enough, fair. But again,
Best thing going
so,
today.
I just told you guys the matches. Now, is it really worth 30? What are they charging you? $39.95? Fuck no.
Is that really what they're charging you?
That's what they're charging you. The same price they're charging you on Fight TV.
They ain't gonna charge me that shit.
You watch that shit legally.
We can do a wrestle companion, but it'd be different.
We also have in the chat the WNC family, Wrestling National Committee. I'm pretty sure this is Corvin. Michael Corvin. I'm pretty sure this is him. Sexy Star did it in Lucha Underground. That's true. When you think about it.
Yeah, but people hated that though, even back then before she fucked up her good graces.
I know that she did, and that's on her. That's fucking on her. That's on her, by the way. Let's see what's also popping in the news right now. But again, guys, 300 episodes in, guys. I'm happy. I'm pretty sure you also saw the video of Big Cass opening up about facing depression and anxiety.
Yeah, man.
I have a newfound respect for him now. Real talk, yo.
Yeah.
I knew it was something different with him because I was like, man, why is he coming back so chubby?
Yeah.
Like he was like small in WWE. He came back fat.
Yeah.
And it was like something's up. And then once he had that seizure, I was like, oh, his health is down. And then, did you see the alcohol bottles that he had in his living room? Like this dude was drinking hella liquor.
Shit.
Like out the bottle, no mixers. He was drinking like Ric Flair.
Woo! Woo, motherfucker.
Like that shit ain't no joke.
It ain't no joke, bro. It's not a joke. Here's the better question. Impact Plus is $8 a month, so 3 months is 24. So better question is anniversary is worth 16. I don't know, bro. Oh no, it's Johnny Florida here. What's up, Johnny Florida, man? I enjoy you guys' stuff, guys. Check out the wrestling WNC. Check out the wrestling National Committee podcast, yo. Check them out. They go live. They go live every Thursday following Wrestling Soup with their Super Party over on Mixler, guys. Check them out. Awesome stuff on their part. But we're gonna tell you guys. Yeah, what were you saying, bro?
No, that is true. Salrex would be worth 16 if it's $39.99.
Yeah,
because of the Impact Plus the 3 months.
Yeah,
3 months.
Yeah, well, Impact has to know that nobody's watching their shit right now.
Well, I'll order it if they're that desperate, you know.
Well, you gotta understand.
They need me to order it.
They're apparently as well. They're probably going to be finding a new TV deal too, because apparently Pursuit has been dropped by AT&T Uverse. They've been dropped by I think DirecTV.
And we dropped them. Fuck.
Yeah, Walter's laughing. Yeah, look at this shit.
Nah, we don't have. I mean, Dish. Did you say Dish? I have Dish. I mean,
I don't even think Dish had it to begin with.
No, they did have it.
Oh, they did have it?
I had it. I only watched like a few minutes of it, and then I got bored, so.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what TV show I miss? It was like a skateboard TV show. Like TV Network.
Scarred?
Yeah, but I'm talking about there was an actual network where it was nothing but skateboarding.
Not remember, bro.
Well, didn't Fuse used to be that back in the day, and then they changed it to music?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking miss those days, man.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
Oh my god.
Moving on here, because the last thing I want to get before you wrap this up here. Jinder Mahal signed a new multi-year deal with WWE. Apparently, it's 5 years, and apparently now he's out with an injury.
Right, signed a deal and got injured.
That's unfortunate.
Mike
got that deal.
Kyle O'Reilly being pulled from upcoming Evolve due to a staph infection as well. What else is going on here? Oh yeah, guys. So on Raw, The Undertaker, man.
Oh, I popped hard for that.
I'll be real about it, yo. It's basically them relying back on the old guys.
It is. I calmed down once I realized that, but once I heard the gong, you know, I can't.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, once you hear the gongs, like, holy shit, awesome. You know what I mean? Oh my god, it's awesome. All the fuck you want. But you know, and I'll say this, like, yo, now Taker's facing Father Times now, bruh.
Yeah, he's looking.
Yeah, but he gotta make that money, and he cannot go out like that against Goldberg. Come on,
bruh. When he's throwing the punches, dude, the speed isn't there anymore. You see, you even see the bald spot on the back of his head, like, yo,
yes, he's bald as fuck.
My dude,
he need to go back to the bald.
My dude got the fucking Uncle Bald spot. Come on, bruh.
It don't matter. He old as fuck, but I still like seeing him. That's just me. I can't wait.
My man's got the fucking bald spot, yo. Come on, bruh.
Don't worry, man. He's teaming with Roman Reigns. It's all fun and games now. So
Remember when Heyman rode his hairline till the wheels fell off with the ponytail?
Oh, that was
Bro.
terrible.
My God, Taker's doing the same thing.
So, want to see how long my hair is, guys? Like, if in the chat, like, yeah, we'll see it in the chat. Bro, my hair is long as shit,
Your
yo.
hair's gonna be like Taker's when you're 50.
Dude, my hair, bro. People think I got it. Well, do you see how long my hair is in person? You've seen it before.
I have. It scares me.
Bro, I got that fucking up. I
I
got a chubby Pete Dunne Nakamura look going there for me.
I'm trying to. You don't get hot during the summer. With that hair?
Bro, dude, I bought an AC today, yo. I had to, bro. I could. Nah, here's the thing about it. So for the last couple of years, let's get the. If you get the high under a rock, I've been living in the basement for the last couple of years, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Of course, I pay rent. Fuck, I pay my rent and all that shit, right? Point is, so yeah, I've been living in the basement, and it's been. One thing about living in a basement, people will not tell you this shit, but it's true. It's fresh. You don't feel hot. You don't feel the heat. It's just fresh, right? The air's it's cool, fresh air, right? Dude, I didn't have. There's no point in me buying an air conditioner or a fan for all those years. There's no point in me buying one because it's fresh in the basement, right?
All right.
So because I had to move up here because of my grandmother, right?
Yeah.
One thing I noticed, bro, it's been hot as fuck in this room. Hot as all hell. So it was to a point where, bro, I had two fans trying to get me some fresh air, but it wasn't helping. Last night was my breaking point, bro.
Dude, in my room up here, it's either one way or the other. It's either get real hot like a hot box, or it get real cold like an ice box.
Bruh, last night was my breaking point. I shit you not. I was sleeping last night here butt naked.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
We're
Say
men.
that, bro.
We're men, bro. We'll save. You know what I'm saying?
Men.
Yeah, we're dudes, but hey,
We on YouTube. You don't be saying that shit.
I was sleeping in the nude. God damn.
I don't need to know your business like that. We homies, but I don't know you like that.
But you know what I mean, bro. Alicia Toot is fucking banging, yo. Fucking lucky Trey McGill for nailing her, yo. Seriously. So yeah, dude, I was like last night was my breaking point. Fuck this. I can't take this no more. I really, really couldn't. So today I went to buy me an AC. Fuck this. I had no choice. And now here we are with my AC. He's literally behind me there. It is now. This room is cool. You probably don't even hear it, but it's cool as fuck in this room. Holy shit. It feels so fresh in this room now. Walter's looking at something. What's wrong, Walty?
I want a TV, that's all.
Reading the comments here. AEW Impact on Twitch, which is free, only gets like 5K, makes 6,000 viewers. Thanks for the plug, dude. Opening a new bottle of wine for you guys. That's what's up, bruh. Hopefully enjoying that wine, man. Wine and steak, bro. Wine and cheese. Try it for the first time. Listening to you all. That's what's up. Appreciate you, man.
I'm a champagne type of guy, but
bro, I'm the Henny guy, bro. You give me Henny and Ciroc, I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, I'm a champagne type of guy. Give me some Moet, some Bel Air,
Moscato,
some Dom P. I'm good.
Nah, bro. Years ago, bro, I was a Ciroc boy, bro. I'm still am till this fucking day, but you know.
Ciroc boy.
Ciroc boy. Ciroc boy. I'm a hot boy. So there's that. What else happened? Taker's gonna be teaming up with Roman Reigns.
Boo.
At Extreme Rules. God damn
That's
it.
the dream team right there. No one likes that.
And get this, it won't even be a stipulation for that match.
The only problem is Drew McIntyre's in it. That's the only problem.
He's taking the pinfall.
It seems like that they're trying to set up Drew McIntyre and Undertaker.
Probably so.
Yeah,
down
but
the
Drew's
road.
a lost cause, bro.
He is, but this can probably if he loses to Taker at SummerSlam, if this is where they're going, and then he loses to Taker, he might as well sit the rest of his contract out. Because it ain't gonna get no better than that.
No, it's such a weird run for him. It's just not been good.
It was a waste of time. Literally, he peaked in NXT. He got hurt, unfortunately. Came up, got paired with Dolph, then got paired with Braun and Lashley. and he's just been a lackey for everybody.
There you
It
go.
doesn't make sense.
Hey, wait for that moment to have that first sip. Want that perfect moment for this local cranberry wine. That's what's up, bro. Cranberry's very good, bro. I actually had to drink a couple. I had to drink like 4 bottles of cranberry just to pass the drug test, and it worked, bro. I had to.
Yeah, my dad brought home this wine. It's mixed with, like, they use grapes and Michigan cherries because we're known for cherries. So it has a different sort of taste to it. It's like a sweet tasting wine. It's red.
There you go. I know Ring of Honor is currently doing their Best of the World show right now, as we're doing this show. Apparently, Eli Drake appeared at Ring of Honor as the as he's teaming up with Magnus, or I'm sorry, Nick Aldis, to take on Briscoe.
The reunion of the Impact Boys.
Well, apparently, Eli Drake has joined NWA, so there's that.
Oh, okay. So good for him.
Yeah.
Which that brand had buzz too.
Prestigious promotion right there, NWA.
Yeah, I wish that brand, like, freaking who's the head of that? Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, dude, on the ball.
Yeah.
It'll never be like back in the day.
I know, but the only hype match you had coming out of that brand since it's been back was Aldis and Cody.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, you brought back all the titles. You brought back the Crockett Cup. You brought back the cool freaking, what is that, the North American Championship with the whole United States on the belt. You brought that title back. What else can you do? It's like, you need to somehow separate, make a weekly television show on some type of TV, and sort of keep your alliances with different people.
We'll see. Yeah, that's true. Also, we had we found out there's gonna be Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe taking place at Extreme Rules for the WWE Championship. I mean, Kofi had to drop the belt, right?
Oh, Joe's gonna lose again.
I hope.
Yeah, Joe's gonna lose again. Kofi's not dropping the belt until SummerSlam, like I said, when he won
I'm surprised. That's awesome. I'm glad they're giving Kofi a good run.
Yeah, but it's getting old now.
Yeah, it's getting old.
Yeah,
but
I'm sorry,
but
well,
they gotta find who's he gonna drop.
Walty, good question, dude. How fast did that? How fast did the Kofi mini shirt become a gym shirt, dude? How fast did it become a gym?
All my wrestling shirts are gym shirts, man. I tell you that all the time. I'll wear it out in public maybe once or twice.
You want to know what officially became a gym shirt for me, bro? The Bullet Club shirt, yeah.
Well,
that became now a gym shirt, bro.
Dude, Bullet Club shirts are not even cool anymore.
No. You know what? It's cool here and there. Depends. If you get just the plain design, yeah, it's kind of eh. But if you get the newer versions of it, I guess, if you will.
Like I said, I like my wrestling shirts as gym shirts. They're kind of comfy for some weird reason. Like
I'm going to a new gym now, right? And I saw a guy there wearing an Okada shirt. Chaos, nice spot, man. That's a nice shirt, bro. Yeah, man. Like, you're a family. Hell yeah, Okada's the man, bro.
That's cool.
Also, we find out there's gonna be a mixed tag team match. Is the Power of Love of Becky and Rollins defending both their Raw Women's title and the Universal title versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans.
Just a filler for you. That's it. Just filler.
When I say 100% of the people guessed this, 100% of the people guessed this match was gonna happen.
It just didn't cross my mind.
Why not? I mean, filler feud.
And I bet not see Baron Corbin nowhere near that title after this.
Who knows, bro?
Nice.
Who knows? So
like, he better not. It better not be a Batista thing where they say, "Oh, this is your last chance," and you still get another chance. It's like, no, stay away.
Oh, what's the pay-per-view after this?
I have no idea. I think it's SummerSlam. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, after Extreme Rules is SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay, so he won't be there.
Before, like I know, again, I'll be doing Around the Point this Sunday. I'll be reviewing both Fyter Fest and as well as Ring of Honor's Best in the World. Just keep it posted on that too. But this was, again, maybe not cover anything that we need to cover. Billy needs to. Okay, reading the comments here. Uh, all of the Kofi feuds in Mania have been lame. Eli Drake's time with the NWA. Get ready to see him as a champion again. Maybe they will revive the North American title, which is the national championship, which hopefully they do. WNC writes here, Billy needs to do more promote. Needs to promote the UWN, since the title has been on the CWF Championship Wrestling of Hollywood Capital Wrestling and CW and all the UN feds. If he promotes their names more, it's a win for all, and get the names out. Kofi beat everyone in path of putting Hart in the W Championship title. That's fine. I mean, to me, Samoa Joe needs to be the one. Hopefully he is, but I doubt it. Who else did we then mention? Oh yeah, they also did. They started the NXT Breakout Tournament, which I've enjoyed. For the first match, it being DJZ. I'm sorry, Joaquin. Fucking what's his name?
Joaquin Wild.
Joaquin Wild, yeah, versus freaking Angel Garza or Garza Jr. is watching on Impact. It was a fun match, and I said this in my review. What my only critique is this: I wish this was a network special on its own.
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah,
you could have had it. Like, you know what? Added more guys. Add more guys that are at the performance center that people may not even hear about or know about, right?
Right.
And put them in this tournament, right? Make it a network special, because I don't think we're getting another Mae Young Classic, right? You're not getting one. I doubt it.
It's tough to find so many. Like, it's women wrestlers out there, but it's tough to find like really, really good ones.
Yeah.
To keep the television going.
So why not, dude? Why not? Just, again, make it a network special, right? Showcase these guys on a Wednesday night, whatever, after NXT, right? And have them, have the finale at a takeover, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Extended to 16 guys.
And you know what? Have them challenge Velveteen Dream. They're not challenging fucking Gargano or...
Yeah, that's what I said on my review, too. I was like, in real reality, they're challenging for the North American Championship.
Yeah.
They're not going for the world. Ain't nobody that brazen to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Before we wrap this up, also, everyone thought that Andrade and Charlotte Flair broke up because their lack of pictures on Instagram. But apparently they're still together.
Yeah, I think she was probably giving him space because he was grieving.
Yeah, his mom passed away, then his aunt passed away.
Yeah, so she kind of wanted to keep his, his personal time out of social media. But hey, the loving's back. They posted a picture.
Yeah, man.
Got all out of me.
I think, they're gonna have the wedding, bro. They're gonna have a big wedding, and all that stuff. It's gonna happen, dude.
It's gonna be freaking trash.
But this was fun, guys. I ain't gonna lie. 300 episodes in, guys. This was fun. I want to thank everyone that throughout the last 200 episodes that have listened, downloaded, all the stuff, tweeted, chatted, reviewed, liked, downloaded, called in. Just listen to a bunch of dudes talk about wrestling on a weekend night from a Skype call, if you will. I want to thank literally everyone. Walter, again, something that we both started almost 7 years ago or so. Look where it's at now. You know what I mean? Big Mike for coming in at a time that you did. You know what I mean? Without you, we would not know what the fuck's been going on in the wrestling world. I tell you that right now.
I keep my eyes on social.
You will post some random shit. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? So, at times, but thank you. Because, again, none of us really would, if you will. Thank you for tagging us in tweets and stuff like that. We thank you, man. Again, guys. Believe it or not, guys, again, Mike is one of the heart and souls of the podcast. Yes, me and Walter, we had the vision of this, but Mike has been, in the short time that he's been here, the heart and soul of it. Without giving us the information, the news, stuff like that, moderating the chats and all that stuff. You are awesome, bro. Connor, again, Connor's amazing in his own self. One of the guys that was with us before he had the Random Wrestling Podcast, before he had Out of Nowhere with Joe Cronin, the OK Fabe show, and all that stuff. He started with us too. You know what I mean? And I'm happy where he's at, where he's going, stuff like that. You guys are going to enjoy a lot of stuff coming from the content on his channel this summer. I'm telling you that right now. Gotta do some big things. Chase for coming in when he can. I know school and stuff is happening, but I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? And just hearing him, what I appreciate about Chase, he's such a realist, bro. He's such a realist, bro. Like him going on Twitter, going off and shit, that's not giving a fuck. I thank him for that too. The Unigamer 661 for recording the shows in our early days as well. Thank you, bro, for doing the stuff that you did early on in the podcast when we were doing our stuff. Gavinots, yo, for staying up at fucking 3 in the morning whenever he did in the UK. That guy was a soldier, bro. Double ZTV for helping me out with stuff along the way, with graphics and logos before Salrex. Again, Double Z's amazing as well, guys. Go check out his channel. Brennan, PW Outsider, The Outsider's Edge. Amazing guy as well. Matt from In the Robe Show, Heel Cat, DL Vlogs, Lonnie. I'm going through the list of people that we've encountered with throughout the years that has helped about. Andre Corbeil, Big Ray, the folks over the PW Hustle, Michael Corvin, Stephen Milan, Dave Sack, who's literally our John Draper, if you will. He's our John Draper of our show. Wrestling Soup, the guys over there from Wrestling Soup, Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joe Numbers, John Draper. Those guys are fucking amazing for being on the show, giving a shout out throughout their shows over the years. And again, they're amazing. They really, really are. Big Ray from freaking OneWrestling.com. Wrestling with Andre Corbeil. I'm going off on a lot of those people here. Seriously, I'm trying to think of top of the head here who I might have missed, or if not, but everyone in general. Matt from In the Robe Show. Everyone. If I didn't mention your name, sorry, but again, you just know you're also a big part of it as well. And also to my favorite podcaster that has helped me, that has motivated me as a podcaster and a content creator, the Solid Monster. He might not hear this. He may not. But, again, that guy is a motivator, if you will. One of the reasons why I started podcasting and just doing what I do and stuff like that. And I would love to get him on the show one day. That'll be awesome. Somewhere down the road to get him on the show. You know what I mean? But, again, the 300 episodes. I don't have a drink on me, but I have water. God damn it, I have water right here, y'all. I have Niagara water. A toast, guy. The 300 episodes.
A toast my empty water bottle.
Yeah, I got empty bottles,
the 300,
cups, all
the
that.
300 more, y'all.
I do have a drink somewhere around there.
I just came from the game. My drink is downstairs, so I'll probably be playing some video games to the
300 more and beyond. You guys have been awesome. I thank you guys as always. And without you guys, we'd just be a couple of dorks talking about wrestling on a Skype call on a weekend and stuff like that. We're going to try to add the live call feature really, really soon. That's something I want to do again down the road. But this was fun. This was awesome, man. This was awesome.
One last thing.
See,
there's another couple that went public with their relationship.
Carmella and Corey Graves.
There you go. All right, now we can end the show.
now we can end the show. Now we can end the show. Mira este. I like that, bro. Good for them. You know what, yo? People want to give Corey Graves shit for it, but he didn't do anything wrong, though.
Yeah. Dang. Unfortunate for Chase. You get the alerts.
We'll get him on for a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll get him on for a little bit.
I also want to give some thanks. I mean, I'm not gonna name everyone like you did, but you said it. 7 years. I was like still in high school. That shit's crazy. I graduated college now, so think about that time frame. It's like crazy. But we've had a lot of different people on the podcast, and that's been a joyride with every single person that participated in the podcast. Now, It's shortened, maybe for the best. We used to have 12 people on the fucking show.
Also, I didn't mention King Spinnernet, Mr.
Yeah, you
Kirk.
didn't mention everyone. That's what I was about to mention. You know what? Let me put the 12 people that usually are with us. So yeah, like those guys. Those guys were, I mean, they contributed technically along the way. You know, had a lot. It was huge, but it was fun times, and I might not be on every episode like I used to in the past, but it's still fun to be on whenever I can. You know, and with Mike here, it's been pretty cool as well. A really good addition. So yeah, and you're still doing this, Steven. You know, it's crazy. You know, 7 years. Usually people are just done by like year 4 or year 3. So.
Exactly. You know what? And I've thought about it at the time, because here's the thing about it too. Around the Point is picking up as well, if you will. If I'm still doing both. This is basically our just fuck around show, if you will. Hey, Chase is on. Chase, what's up, brother?
This was the most ridiculous scene I've ever witnessed in my life. The power went out randomly. I was of Ring of Honor, the championship match I've always wanted to see between Jeff Cobb and I don't even know who the ROH champion is. I think Matt Taven still. I was excited for Kenny King versus Jay Lethal, part Trace, and there was one other match I think that was pretty good. I don't know, like I don't know what was the TV title match. Something Shane Taylor was fighting. Oh, and Eli Drake.
Yeah, damn it, yeah.
The great. I was excited to see that he's teaming up with his TNA brethren, another forgotten TNA champion, and Magnus.
Quick question, Jake. Yeah. I know you watched the show. By the way, dude, thank you for joining on again. You know, we're just giving thanks to a lot of people here. You're one of them as well. So
I would have been much sooner if there was not a power outage. Damn it!
It's all good, bro. You're here now, dude. At the end of the day, you're here now. We still have more time. Again, this is 300 episode. We can add more time to the show here if you want to, guys. Again, I might not be going to work tomorrow, but who the fuck really knows? But point is, Chase. So you're watching Best in the World until your power went out. Are they still calling him Eli Drake, or is he now Sean Riker on
it was Eli Drake from the pre-show between. And when did Rush become Roosh? Is this some a trademark issues for Ring of Honor, or Rush became Roosh tonight? I was like confused because I was watching the match between Flip Gordon and Roosh, and they were calling Roosh the whole time, and I was like, "Is this his name?"
We got to remember in CMLL is that accent. You remember he's just in Spanish, like, Roosh.
This is like Balor's nickname when everyone tries to tell me his name is Balor. There's an accent mark over his name, so it's Balor. Roosh doesn't have an accent over it. The show should be Rush. There's no accent. I can ask a Hispanic right now, hey, how do you say Rush? They will say Rush. They're not going to be like, oh, yeah, way instead of Rush. They're going to say Rush.
Roosh.
Whoever these commentators are is ridiculous. But yeah, I only saw a 1.5 match, to be honest, of this show. And I saw our good favorite, Dalton Castle. He was facing Dragon Lee. And it made no sense to me, this whole match. Like, the commentator started out. So Dalton Castle, if you guys haven't seen, he wears these new trunks that go up to his stomach and stuff like that. And the commentator was like, well, you know, Dalton Castle has to wear those trunks because he has a back injury, and that hindered him during his ROH title reign. So I said, oh, wow, they're going to tell a story about Dalton Castle's back. Original, finally. I almost called it AEW, but it's the same shit anyway. Ring of Honor is finally going to tell some stories. No, they just went out there and they did a stupid match. All these spots, all this, like the first spot of the match was a power bomb onto the hard side of the apron. That was the first spot of the match. They didn't build up to it. He just did it.
Of course.
It was just like, what this shit? Like, and then later on, the second big spot of the match, he power bombed Dragon Lee into a bunch of chairs. And then afterwards, Dragon Lee no-stole that shit and was doing hurricane runners. And I'm like, dude, this is why. Like, I'm sorry, man. This is why ROH is in trouble. They just do stupid shit that, like, it's like nothing's changed about the company. That's the thing. See, at least with AEW, even though they're doing the NXT ROH style matches, they have momentum because they have a guy that has money behind them. So people are believing, oh, this could change professional wrestling and everything like that. But like for real, the reason why ROH is dying and slowly just not gaining any interest, I mean, it's shit like this. The matches are the same. They just rely on spots for people to talk about the match and these false finishes. Like you see one ROH match, you've seen them all. Like from like 2016 onward. Like there's nothing different. Like you can give me like 10 million ladder wars, but guess what? At the end of the day, it's the same ladder war that I saw between Kevin Steen and El Generico. So you know what, man? I don't know how the rest of the show went. I don't even want to turn on my laptop to be disappointed to see that Matt Taven beat Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb, please be saved. Sign with WWE, sign with AEW. Hell, fuck it, I don't care, man. Sign somewhere else, man, because, man, dude, I can't wait till Marcus doesn't be the jobber. I get that Marcus still doesn't, like, contract is running out, but why the fuck is this guy not the Ring of Honor World Champion? When I'm struggling to remember, like, I literally, when I saw Jay Lethal and Kenny Keane on the card, I said, oh, that's for the world title. Because I'm just so used to Jay Lethal being the world champion. I'm just so used to it right now. It's like, it's that, man. I wish Ring of Honor was better. I wish we could say, oh, yeah, man, this epic weekend of wrestling. We have this and Fyter Fest. You know, Fyter Fest, it looks like a Ring of Honor card, honestly, minus Moxley versus Janela. And that's it. But, yeah, man, sad day for professional wrestling, Steven.
Yeah.
Thank God for Eric Bischoff. Amen.
Yeah, man. I was talking about that earlier on. You know, we got Connor's perspective, Matt Lake's perspective. We talked about it too. But Chase, now that you're here, what's your take on that? Your take on the whole Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman, you know, coming back, you know, and all that stuff?
I like it mainly because, like, I just really do feel like Vince, and you know, it will give us a few. We all have to wait at least a month or two to see if it actually will change. But I do really think Vince really wants to add some change to the company. I think that he chose two guys, and Paul, like, look, I know a lot of people, like, there was that report from like Fightful and everything like that Triple H. People were surprised Triple H didn't get it, and then Brad Shepard reported that Triple H turned it down, and then some people saying he didn't. Here's the thing. I think Triple H already is focused on NXT and talent development for the company. He does so much other stuff for the company as well. I don't feel like him being in this executive role is really what's best for business, as he would say in TV character. Whether he turned it down or wasn't even considered for the option, that's fine. For all we know, this could be another Kevin Dunn thing, and because Kevin Dunn hates Triple H and doesn't want Triple H to over-succeed him in the future. But my take on it is that I still think they chose the right people. You got a guy in Paul Heyman who is used to the Raw roster, has worked with a bunch of these guys and girls in the back, and pretty much knows how to get, you know, he knows how to take, like Paul Heyman, if you give him full creative control, you saw with ECW, you turn chicken shoot to freaking chicken salad. Look at the Nasty Boys, man. No one should give a shit about that tag team, yet they're one of the most memorable tag teams in ECW. Look at Steven Richards. Steven Richards, you know, he's a solid talent, but Steven Richards was like almost like a top main eventer in ECW. He's able to get the most out of guys, and I feel like if you give him the chance to do what he wants to do with the show, like, people always think Paul Heyman is just, he just wants to book like ECW, all these hardcore matches. That's just a common misconception. Paul Heyman did what he did with Extreme Championship Wrestling because that's what fit with the time. Paul Heyman's one of those guys. He's ahead of his time, and he's also in the time as well. So he'll know what to do with Sunday Night Raw and what NBC Universal, the part of the USA Network, wants to do. As for Bischoff, I think Bischoff is just chosen for SmackDown. I feel like he has an idea to make SmackDown a little bit different than Raw, but also, too, with his relationships that he had at Turner and also with Spike TV during his time at Impact, he knows how to talk to executives and stuff. He knows how to do it, and that must be something that's really good for, like, Triple H, Stephanie, Vince, and Shane. They have someone that can really talk to these guys and build a relationship, and something they don't have to, like, necessarily worry about. And I feel like Bischoff, like, creatively, I don't know how Bischoff will do, because sometimes Bischoff is a genius, and then sometimes Bischoff just gets too crazy. Like, he has a little bit of Russo rub on him. But then again, you know, a lot of times when Bischoff has been free to do creative stuff, like if you look at early WCW stuff, it's been pretty damn good. But then when you look at Bischoff with Hogan, Nash, and Hall, oh, man, it's been pretty bad, you know, and that's more of like he let those guys have creative freedom. And I'm pretty sure he'll let them do that with like with some of these wrestlers, but not all of them. And I don't think a lot of these wrestlers are like a Hogan, a Nash, and a Hall, where they're going to like, I don't see Roman Reigns being like, at this point.
Fair
I
enough.
ain't gonna put over.
Fair enough.
I ain't gonna put over this percent. You know, like I feel like Bischoff will have a little bit of control. Creatively, Raw will be a better show just because it's Heyman running it. SmackDown, we'll have to see what Bischoff talks about with presentation and what he wants to do. I have hopes for Bischoff. I've always been a Bischoff fan, so I wish him nothing but the best. Like, I think this is just good positive news for WWE, especially with all the negativity and pessimism that's been going on with the company. You know, with Seth Rollins posting this is the best pro wrestling promotion, period. And then the blood money tweets that everyone wants to do. By the way, Kenny Omega, you're a punk for deleting that tweet. Fucking don't delete shit, bitch. I mean, that's forever, man. How is
Chase, you're cutting off here and there, bruh.
Oh, whoops. I'm just saying Kenny Omega's a punk.
There you go, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's the thing, man. How are you gonna go sit here, freaking go all of a sudden be like, oh, you guys align yourself with Blood Money, and now you guys put an Evolve indie show where none of these fans really care about it on a network where I can watch it at any time. Like, here's the thing. I'm watching Fight for the Fallen live. I ain't watching Evolve live. I'll check Evolve out afterwards for sure. It's on the network on demand. Just like I believe Fight for the Fallen might be on demand on Bleacher Report, but I have way more interest in Fight for the Fallen. How is Evolve hurting Fight for the Fallen ticket sales?
It's not. It's really isn't.
Exactly.
It's in two different cities. Fight for the Fallen's in Jacksonville.
No, that's where I didn't understand why he needed to say something. Like, this is something like Dana White would say. Like, this is like a Dana White tweet, but Dana White would have kept it on there and would have called people goose and told them to shut the fuck up. I was waiting. I was like, finally, we're going to have an EVP in wrestling that isn't a fucking bitch. And like Cody and the Young Bucks, they're bitches, dog. If I ask Cody and Young Bucks, hey, let's brawl right now, they'll hide behind their wives and kids and say, police, call the police, call the police. I was so happy that we're finally going to get someone with balls like Kenny Omega. He's going to toot to his own horn. He's going to stand by his beliefs, and then he just deleted it, and then he posted some freaking tweet that, you know, the PR machine from the Jacksonville Jaguars told him to tweet, where he's like, you know, I love all the companies and the boys and the girls. This is more about seriously, man, just be a man. Like, you're fine. Like, here's the thing, like, yeah, I disagreed with the tweet, but I respected that he had the balls to tweet it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Facts.
That's why I'm not mad at that. You know, even though Seth Rollins has a tiny dick, at least he showed big dick moves when he tweeted that WWE is the best pro wrestling period. Like, you got to be crazy for saying that, but he's behind it, dude, and that's why I respect him for it. Like, he's not like that's more of a beta move when you delete stuff like that, man. Like, that's not even an Omega move. That's a Zeta move, dude. Like, you can't even you gotta stay behind your decision, man. Like that's why I respect Seth Rollins, because, dude, if Seth Rollins was such a beta, he would have deleted that tweet, and then not only that, he would have deleted the tweet where he mentioned about the bank account and everything. So but he didn't. He just kept those tweets up. And hey, look at this. Will Ospreay, he's benefiting off of it, man. He made some T-shirts, the little guy and stuff. So, you know, it's our little man. It helped Will Ospreay too. So
yeah, you got his name out there and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I delete tweets is because I misspell a lot on Twitter. I don't know why. And I just wish Twitter would have a freaking edit button. It's been like how long? But that's the only time I really delete tweets. But I just stand by what I tweet, you know? And I was hoping Kenny Omega would stand by what he tweets. But no, man, he decided, hey, I'm deleting it. And Jacksonville, Tony, how do I PR this nightmare?
Well, Kenny, actually, you know, dude, actually, I'm trying to do a Tony Khan impersonation. Bear with me, okay, guys? I'm not the perfect. Well, dude, actually, you really can't. I think that, you know, Steve, you know Steve for a long time, Steve. I've been a fan of your work. It means a lot to me. It's an honor to hear.
I love it too, man. I love the AEW. A great show, damn it. What?
You know, it's an honor, Steve, to hear that from you, man. It's an honor to hear that from you. I'm so excited to hear you say that. I've been a fan of your work for so many years, man. You've been the best performer I've grew up watching as a kid. I remember back in the day, you and Dustin, man, WCW. You guys were tearing it up back in the day.
Yeah, me and Pillman, we used to tear up the shows. I said Dustin, Steve. No shit, man. She was.
Again, man,
I'm glad that people. I can't wait until the John Moxley Part 2 interview comes out where Moxley says the same shit that he has problems with WWE, and we are the same thing. That was another thing. I can't believe Seth Rollins said that John Moxley picked up his ball and went home. Like, that was the funniest.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, shit.
what like it wasn't like it wasn't like Ambrose was like, oh well, you know, I'm done. I'm just gonna like. He's not like Sasha or like Pac and all these other people who are just waiting home for their contract. Like he actually finished out his contract. He said no. Like that's just his thing. Like, how are you gonna say he picked up his ball and went home? If anything, he just went home.
Yeah,
he didn't pick up his ball.
Something tells me that he doesn't know what that term means.
Yeah, like he literally just went home. He just decided I'm going home. That's it.
I think he meant that. I don't think he actually meant he quit. If he quit, yeah, he wouldn't have done any of his dates. But he finished up the contract, which a lot of wrestlers are disgruntled to not do. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I know for everything she's thanks in the WWE ever again. Like right now, she's just too busy posting pics for people and saying she's living a life. I don't know what she's doing nowadays.
Exactly. But that being said, tomorrow's Fyter Fest. I'm looking forward to Janela versus Moxley, and you know what? Maybe the Cody and Darby Allin. That should be a fun match too, to some extent.
Oh damn!
Stealing Orange Cassidy's gimmick, they're the same wrestler. They're wrestling with their hands in their pockets and shit.
Yeah, basically. But there's that guy. This was. Go ahead.
If he does a kickflip on Cody's head, I'll love it. Like if he does a kickflip on Cody's head,
maybe so.
Doesn't he ride a skateboard?
He does.
Am I wrong in that?
That's his thing. He does. Apparently, he appeared on MTV Scarred years ago. He appeared on Scarred. That show on MTV.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, no, I was like, yeah, he does a skateboard. Yeah, you know, honestly, with Fyter Fest, I'm just gonna be real here. I'm only looking forward to one match. The 6-man tag match. That's a tip. Like, literally, just go watch any New Japan match. You'll save yourself some time, dude. There might be some goofy stuff with Pentagon. Like here's the match. It'll be the usual match. Pentagon will go Cierto Miedo. Say woo a couple times. Phoenix will do some goofy dive because he likes killing himself. The Laredo Kid, he's going to be fun. Like, people are going to be like, oh, he's my new favorite wrestler. Actually, I've been following the Laredo Kid since his days in AAA, and I remember when he did this. Like, they'll act like the Laredo Kid fan. You didn't watch Laredo Kid, shut the fuck up. But yeah, when it comes down to it, it's just going to be the same shit as I like. Same old shit. Look, nothing.
They fight like 100 different promotions. So
basically,
how do you miss this fight?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say too.
Triple threat tag match. That triple threat tag match. That's a typical ROH match. Go watch. I think these teams, minus Private Party, have wrestled in ROH. So just watch any year of ROH. You got that match. The singles matches. The Fatal 4-Way is the only other match that's solid. But I'm like, here's the thing: the number one contender to your world championship is in this match. And I don't feel like he's facing other guys who are on his level. He's facing MJF, and I get everyone's gonna be like, "Chase, MJF." Yes, he's a great talker, but he's not a world champion yet. Like, don't try to punk me and say MJF is a world champion.
Has he won a title anywhere yet?
He was CZW Water Champion, CZW World Champion. He won the MLW middleweight. I think he was their first middleweight champion. I think he was. Yeah, he was the first middleweight champion. I mean, he won belts here on the independent circuit, if you will. But
for AEW right now, he's not a world champion.
No. There's no belts.
Yeah.
Not yet.
There's not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
And then Jimmy. I'm gonna fuck this up.
Jimmy
I
Havoc.
was calling him Jimmy and Seth Rollins' old tag team partner back in the day. But what's it called? Yeah, Jimmy Havoc. I know he's a hardcore wrestler, but he ain't no main eventer. And then Jungle Boy. This guy's not a fucking main eventer. Like, stop it. Like, this guy is literally your tag team guy. Like literally, my friend. He has not laughed harder since like when he was watching Double or Nothing with me. And when Jungle Boy came behind MJF, he's like, "What the fuck is that?" He just started laughing. He thought it was the funniest thing ever. He's like, nah, man, that mini guy didn't do anything. I get it. It's the build up from the Bret Hart interaction that they had at Double or Nothing. But this Fatal 4-Way, man, it's just like Hangman. His next match is supposed to be against Chris Jericho, and you're getting him ready to face Chris Jericho by facing these three guys. Like seriously,
Yeah.
like Hangman should be fighting other main eventers. Like this should be a match where Hangman, he on the episode being the lead, he challenged Cody to a match saying that, hey, you won in one of what I thought was one of the best wrestling matches I've ever seen, and I want to face you before you face the Bucks. And then it's like, okay, cool. And then later on, you can have Hangman face, I don't know, there's other main eventers that you guys have, like Shawn Spears or something. I don't know who are main eventers in AEW, but
Have
you
him
get the
face
idea.
Omega.
Yeah. Well, I don't want Omega to have 2 straight losses heading into the Moxley match. You know, that's bad
I
booking.
mean, they could have sent in the Brandon Cutler guy. I don't fucking know.
It's not a main event, man. Or Sammy Guevara.
Sammy
Something like-
Guevara.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, no. Or Pentagon. Pentagon's a good guy that he could have beaten clean, easy. Yeah.
That too. Or Phoenix.
No, I'm just
Or Ray Phoenix.
like I would want him to. Or Phoenix. Yeah, I would want him to face guys who are like main event status guys for them to build up for his world championship match against Jericho, because you know Jericho's already on a level. Like pretty much Jericho's helping Hangman Page out, but I don't think they should give Hangman Page the belt. I think Jericho should be your first world champion, honestly.
Fair, I hear you on that, but I hear you on that. I'm gonna tell you as well. I mean, but again, I look forward to seeing Fyter Fest for what it's worth. Also, don't forget, man, you're missing one important match, Chase, man. The match of the night, man. Michael Nakasawa versus the guy that's running CEO.
Oh yeah, that dude. Yeah.
Michael Nakasawa, man. That guy, man. I don't know, whatever. That guy's whatever to me, to be honest with you, man. That guy's just whatever to me.
Chima fighting Chima, whatever his name is. He's fighting
Christopher Daniels.
Really?
Christopher Daniels.
Oh yeah, okay. No, Cima's fighting Kenny Omega at Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we know who John Moxley's fighting yet at Fight for the Fallen?
I think nobody. Gotta remember, they're also doing the G1. I think during that time too. Or are they getting ready for the G1?
You know what? He just pays him, and then he said, "Sorry, W." That was picking up his ball and going home. If he left AEW to do the plan.
I mean, reading the comments here again, all you guys are kicking out in the chat. Eli Bands writes here: if AEW want to be WWE, sign Stone Cold, Punk, and Teddy Hart and Davey Boy Smith Jr. You gotta some good guys and some, but Stone Cold work producer role. Okay, fair enough. Chase, you're cutting off there again, brother.
My bad. Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. It's just sometimes when I'm holding my phone, it will like cut off the bottom. I think they should sign D.H. Smith or Davey Boy. He was doing good in New Japan. He just, sign him and Lance Hoyt. Lance Hoyt. He signed Ryback too. Why aren't they signing Ryback to some stupid money? He'd be good.
Reading the comments here
I
too.
don't think a lot of people like Ryan back.
Watch, we'll see MJF form a faction with Jungle Boy, Orange Cassidy, and Hafty, no legs guy from DON.
Well, don't forget about Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus
is
Luchas.
with Jungle Boy.
Yeah, exactly, with Jungle Boy. I'll say this, guy, that I watched this episode of Being the Elite. I don't know what it is, but maybe, again, I don't know how often you guys watch Being the Elite, but I feel like these shows are just falling now. Like, they're getting stale.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. These shows are getting stale as shit.
I haven't watched any Elite since.
What happened?
I said I haven't
They go
watched Elite since freaking Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Yeah. Chase, what were you saying, bro?
They just go with the same skits. Like, it's the same shit, Like the Young Bucks are there to boost merchandise and be like, oh, wow, look at this T-shirt. We can get it. Oh, EWShop.com. And then they try to act like their storylines are real life shit. Like Matt Jackson was in the airport, and then Nick was all like, or whatever Jackson. I can't tell these losers apart. And then it was like Nick Jackson was like, yeah, man, he's taking this match very hard, man. He's taking, and then yet they like to troll and do a bunch of little jokey stuff. Like I can't get excited for their match because Pentagon and Phoenix were like talking about who they were going to get as a tag team partner, and then literally Nick Jackson goes, "Yeah, man, I don't understand the Lakers fan." It's like, was that supposed to be funny? Because I wasn't laughing. Like that wasn't something where I was like, "Oh man, he's so funny" and stuff. Like it was just like, well, now I'm not hyped for your match because obviously you don't care. So why should I care about the match and shit like that? So, Cody's stuff is just him acting like he's tough shit. Same with Randy. MJF is just usual MJF shit.
Now, guys,
He lost it.
did you guys watch the latest episode of Cooking with shout out Brandy? Brandy's cooking channel, whatever, cooking show on the Nightmare Family, yo. It's the most cringy shit ever, yo. So
She can cook?
apparently she can. She did mahi mahi.
How Cody gonna eat, man?
It's the most funniest shit ever, though, bro.
Takeout food? I don't know.
I don't fuck it. But again, like if you look at them, it's basically Triple H. It's the interracial Triple H and stuff. That's what it is.
It's the water.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the bootleg version.
The one thing, because I haven't been on in weeks to kind of say it, and I barely have uploaded. But like the one thing I hated was Cody's comments where he's like, I did the chair to show that I was going to be a wrestler first and an executive second. And he's acting like his role of EVP is like Triple H's role as COO. Like that was just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I was like, dude, Cody, you do realize Triple H does way more than you do, right, bro? Like it's like Triple H doesn't have time to be a wrestler full time anymore. Like he's a part-time wrestler because he loves still doing what he's doing, but he really just doesn't have time. Like he has to run a developmental, a performance center. Not only that, he scouts wrestlers all over the world. He's sitting there watching tapes of these wrestlers from China, from Abu Dhabi, from Saudi Arabia. Like he's literally trying to get new talent, negotiate with talent, be on phone with talent, stuff like that. And I'm sure Cody does stuff like that, but he's not doing it on Triple H's levels. Plus business meetings and talking to people and radio interviews and stuff that are way more than what Cody does. Financial phone calls and stuff like Cody's not doing this shit. Like that's why I hate it when he's like, yeah, I just want to show an investor first and not as no, dude. Just admit that you took a shot at Triple H because he took a shot at you at the Hall of Fame. Stop fucking pushing for this stuff. And AEW needs to stop acting like they don't want to be competition with WWE. Just come out there and say you're competition. Stop saying you're an alternative. You're not an alternative. You obviously want to be a competition with these guys, so just say it. I'm tired of this fake narrative that AEW is an alternative. It's not an alternative. They don't present themselves as an alternative. They want to be competition. I'll keep saying it though. For me, AEW's main competition is NXT. Because all AEW is to me is NXT with power.
Fair enough, Chase. Even though you're cutting off there, but I get what you're trying to say, though, bro.
But how much?
What happened?
Let me put these in real quick.
Yeah, I think that's what you gotta do, bro. Put the headphones on, man. There you go. There you go.
I mean, I can hear him. It's
I
just
can
like,
hear him, but yeah, he comes off and on, like high, low, almost like.
Can you guys hear me now?
There we go.
Yeah.
Now you're on the money.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know. I was just saying, man. Look, I don't know, man. Wrestlers, man, they're so weak nowadays. They need to be more killers.
Lethal. Ruthless. God damn it. Ruthless. Speaking of which, I'm watching, apparently on my subscription box, apparently there's a video on Impact Wrestling where Sami Callihan assaulted Tessa Blanchard with a baseball bat.
God damn. Don't kill her.
I mean, here's the thing about it. I said this on Around the Point on Sunday. Well, I mean, last Sunday I said on Around the Point. You know, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to break that barrier. Oh, yeah, here in Impact Wrestling, women wrestle the men. That's fine, but don't fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, I know where they're going to go with this. They're going to have Tessa go over Sammy, which I God hope they don't, but
They will.
Who am I kidding?
oh, well, why not? I mean, it's gonna happen.
There you go,
What
Chase.
is the Slammiversary?
Didn't she beat almost every guy that she faced?
Yeah.
Well, in OVE, she beat Jake Chris last week.
Well, this match.
What happened? Chase, what happened? I think Chase froze there for a bit. Chase, what?
I said, why are they doing this match?
Because again, they want to show that.
connection. I think the power's going out again, guys.
Your lights flickering.
I think his power is going out again. But I think, to answer his question, why they're doing the match, because they want to show that, hey, here in Impact Wrestling, the women wrestle the men. Because we want to be with the times, right? And basically, Impact has become an upskilled indie fed. And if you go a lot of these indie feds nowadays, you see intergender wrestling. That's big on the indies, apparently. You know, is it my cup of tea? Not really. I get why they do it. I think Tessa said this on Talkers Jericho a while ago. As long as it's done right, as long as you have a guy punching the woman and shit. But, you know, I think Chase's power. Chase, you there, bro?
He's frozen.
It's frozen, bro. That should be a meme right there, bro. Chase, the reaction. I just watched your match. Not impressed, bro. Just watched your match. Not impressed. There you are, Chase.
Yeah, sorry that my internet was going in and out. I'm afraid the power's going to go out.
No.
Thankfully, it's nighttime in Cali, so I'll just go to sleep.
No, dude. I was saying, bro. Cause you froze there, right? That should be a meme, bro. Like, yep, watched your match. Not impressed. That should be.
Yeah, you guys can make it into one if you want. But yeah, man, I don't understand why Tessa, like, she can feud with guys, that's fine. But why the fuck is she feuding with Sami Callihan, who's like a murderer, hardcore fucker? Like, I saw this guy, like, try to kill Pentagon Jr. If he doesn't try to kill Tessa Blanchard, this match makes no sense to me. Like, seriously, like just give the belt to her, man. Like, this is, Impact is so desperate now, man. They're just they're desperate. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, here's the thing.
The world title?
All these wrestling... Huh?
The Impact world title?
Who cares? As long as Brian KJ doing shit. He's fighting Michael Elgin. Jesus. Here's the thing, man. Every Impact fan. Hey, Impact, every week putting on good shows. No one cares. That's why I'm trying to tell these AEW fans. That's why I'm trying to tell people... cares? You're putting on a good wrestling show? No one fucking cares. No one cares. And that's the thing. You gotta do something shock value wise. Obviously, Pursuit TV doesn't care because they have no problem filming, repeating an episode, making sure no one sees your main event, and not removing their own damn watermark. Like for real, man. It's like yes, Impact's doing good weekly TV, but the only people who care are Impact fans. Regular fans, they just don't give two shits. I guarantee you, Brian Cage shows up to AEW, he's more of a main eventer than he has been on Impact. And that's not on Impact, that's more on the fans because they haven't been watching Impact. But at the same time, it's also on Impact because they haven't been promoting Impact as a big deal. Like, Impact just doesn't feel like a big deal company. It just has this horde and legion of fans that no matter what you say or do about Impact, I don't care if people say I'm a hater. I'm just telling the truth. That's just how it is.
Yeah, man. That's what it is, bro. And again, these dorks will never listen, bro. But Chase, man. But Chase, man. The wrestling is great. You know what's funny?
The wrestling's also great in Ring of Honor. The wrestling's great in MLW. Guess what? Who's watching? Not the fucking casuals. That's the problem. AEW fans. What's going to make AEW stand out from WWE? You don't understand, man. AEW, they have an owner who cares. They have Cody. They have the Young Bucks.
You know what's funny?
They have cares.
Now, you know what's funny? I talked about on Twitter about Impact charging regular price to order it on Impact Plus, right? You all know who responded, and I'm shocked with his response. Alucard. I was shocked. I thought he would have defended it, bruh. I thought he would have defended it, but it's like, yeah, man, they're being very, that's very grimy on them and shit.
Yeah, I don't understand. They think they're doing like the UFC with ESPN Plus. Newsflash, your Impact fucking wrestling. Make that shit just on your network. Like here's the thing. Like, it's surprising that Ring of Honor makes Best in the World $9.99. All right, like on their ROH 24. By the way, my New Japan account got suspended.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
2 weeks?
Why?
Suspended for what?
For what? Chase for what? What did you do?
You can't hear us.
Chase is
So I guess my Chase. No, I'm being dead honest. My Chase Bank, I guess, thought I was buying something illegal in Japan, and they canceled it.
What?
Yeah, for real. This is on Chase, and so I guess Chase contacted whoever like New Japan subscriptions is, and took off my debit card or something. And I can't put it back on until I call Chase Bank. So I'm suspended from subscribing to New Japan World until I call Chase Bank.
Oh my.
Oh, I
God.
thought you meant your YouTube channel. What?
No.
New Japan, my New Japan World.
Oh, damn.
So I'm gonna miss some of the G1 because I have to talk to Chase Bank and tell him it's just
It's a wrestling thing, man, from Japan, man.
Yeah, so I'm being dead serious. So what happened was I got an email. I checked my spam because when I'm looking for jobs that I apply for, sometimes they fall into the spam folder. So then I get this Japanese email. It says English translation. Your New Japan World has been suspended, and so your card, what's it called, has been declined or anything. I'm like, what are you talking about? My card's fine. I have money in the bank. I should be fine. And so I go and reload my New Japan World account. Everything's fine. And then I try to add my card, and it says, no, you can't add it.
Shit. That's
Wow.
So then I'm like, what the fuck? And it turns out Chase Bank, I called Chase Bank, and they are the ones who canceled it. And they told me because we don't know what it is. And I said, can you unhold this freeze? And they said, no. So I have to go to the actual inside. They said I have to actually go to a Chase Bank to tell them what this New Japan World is. And this is ridiculous to me. So if you guys have JP Morgan and Chase, make sure you let them know. I don't know if this is...
dude, we should do... Right, go in there, right? Play the video and have them say, Shinya Proresa.
No, because that's the thing. When you get charged from it, you get charged from Tokyo. So Chase Bank just saw my monthly thing every month. I'm getting charged from Tokyo and stuff. And then I almost was going to purchase the Death Rider shirt, the John Moxley Death Rider shirt. I was going to purchase it, but then I was like, nah. So now I can't even do anything on New Japan's website because Chase Bank thinks it's some illegal Japanese website.
Nah, what you gotta do, bro? When you show them, right? You gotta show them an Okada match. Let them see the Rainmaker, yo. Let them see.
Let them sit there and be bored after 10 minutes.
Oh man. God damn, yo. God damn it. I found out as well before. I don't know. Again, this is 300, so we're going a little long tonight, okay? Usually it's like an hour and a half, but because 300, we'll make an exception, okay? Yeah, why not, bro?
Right.
So we found out as well that apparently coming up in August is going to be Colby Covington versus Robbie Lawler in New Jersey, yo, at the best arena in the country, the Prudential Center. That's right, the best arena in America. The Prudential Center, not the Garden, not TD Garden Arena, not the Staples Center, not Webster Bank.
Shut the fuck up.
The Prudential Center.
Man, the Staples Center has two of the best basketball players in the world right now.
Well, you know what we got? We got a kid from Newark, all right? Shakur Stevenson about to fight there in a couple of weeks at Prudential. And then the doubles, like whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-fucking-do. But
You got the best freaking prospect in the whole freaking world.
The Rangers got a better one.
So
man, Kako ain't gonna be shit.
He can be better than him.
So it's gonna be Colby versus Robbie Lawler. That should be a very interesting fight, to say the least. I say, Robbie.
Man, that's a show. You know what this is? Uncle Dana loves Ben Askren too much. He wants Ben Askren to beat Masvidal, and if Covington beats Lawler, he has to pay Usman. But like pretty much, for what I'm seeing, is that Kamaru Usman's not healed. Covington was told you got to beat Lawler. And that's the thing. Here's what Dana does against these wrestlers. He gives them Robbie Lawler because Robbie Lawler can stop the takedown. So
yeah, basically. That too. Did you? I know I talked about something around the point this past Sunday too. Artem Lobotov fucking beating Polymology by points. So in case you guys don't know, there's a new fight. So in case you guys don't know, there's a new fight promotion called bare knuckle fighting, which is basically imagine, I guess, boxing just bare knuckle, basically, right? And they sign these old farts from boxing and MMA to fight in bare knuckle style, basically, right? And I guess for this past weekend show, like their big main event was Artem Lobotov, who was part of the Conor McGregor team, right? Fighting Paulie Malignaggi, right? Showtime, ring commentator, also former champion of the world and all that stuff in boxing, right?
A good boxer back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, good boxer back in the day, if you will, right? Until he became shit. And he's retired. He was retired. He came out of retirement. He was the guy that sparred with Conor McGregor when Conor was training for Floyd. And you guys will remember there was this whole rumor that Conor fucking murdered Paulie in sparring and shit like that, and they showed a video, and Paulie basically said that wasn't the whole thing, this and that, and that's where the beef started. That's where the whole beef started, and they had the fight literally this past Saturday, and it was the bleeding shit. It was the fucking bleeding shit. Paulie Malignaggi for 5 rounds. Thought this was a fucking 12-minute fight, a 12-round fight where he was trying to fight on points. That's what it was.
Yeah, man. It was embarrassing. Like honestly, Artem barely won that fight. Like, he barely won. Like,
yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but
I don't think grudge matches are ever good in MMA or boxing. Like, when's the last good grudge match where there was 2 guys that hated each other? And that fight was like, damn, that was a banger. It's like it's hard to Connor and Nate too, I guess. That's the last grudge match.
Yeah. Connor Nate 2.
You know.
I guess Edgar Maynard 2 and then 3.
Which one?
Edgar and Maynard. Frankie Edgar and Gray Maynard.
That was a good one, yeah. I think the second one was better, but because that's still a grudge feel to it, because Maynard beat Edgar, and Maynard was really cocky before the fight. He was all like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna beat him again. He has no chance," and stuff like that. I know him inside and out. And Frankie was kind of getting pissed at that. So yeah, I guess that one too. Yeah, so those are good examples.
Yeah, is he still fighting? Like in Bellator or shit like that, or?
I don't know. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. No, he's still at the UFC, I think, but he's not fighting. I don't think.
Shit, that's crazy. That's insane.
I know. BJ Penn's picking up dubs outside of UFC.
That's crazy, bro. That's another thing. That's sad. He's taking loss after loss and shit. Like, bro, just retire, dude. Is he retired officially?
He's taking W's outside of the UFC.
Oh, yeah.
He wants one more fight.
Fucking hell, dude. Don't turn.
Isn't Uriah Faber fighting this weekend?
I don't know. Like, I just think he's just harshing his legacy now. Like, bruh. He's a UFC Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer, right?
So what? Cejudo wants to fight him. Give Cejudo what he wants.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want. It should have been me. It should have been me. It should have been me all this time. It should have been me.
You know what? I'm going to make a confession, guys. I've been enjoying this whiny Dolph Ziggler character.
I figured you would have, bro. I figured you would have. I figured the guy that did they hear you. They hear now.
They hear you. That was a should have been me.
That was like it should have been me.
No, this Dolph Ziggler, like you know what match sold me? He had this match with Xavier Woods on SmackDown, and he was doing all these super kicks, and Xavier Woods sold it like he was being like whipped and stuff like that.
If I can reenact it, right? If I can reenact this should have been me, it would be like this. The lights would be off, right? Dolph was coming down to the ring, right? Dolph was coming down to the ring. The spotlight's on him, right? You know, it should have been me, Kofi. The best WWE champion, and you had to cheat to beat me. But you know, keep this in mind, he always has a headband on his sleeve, right, with the tape on and shit, right? It should have been me. It should have been me. I want one more match. It should have been me. It should have been me. It should have been me. And Nick J hits him with the. I'm smiling now, but when I'm in the ring, it's over now. I'm telling you.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh man.
Oh man, how do you go from that to it should have?
But you know what? It should have been me. Is a main event gimmick, man. He should have beat Kofi, man. I'm tired of Kofi. No, I'm just kidding. I actually like Kofi as champion. I want to do what every other wrestling fan's doing. I'm tired of Kofi.
Yeah,
No,
I already given up on Kofi. I already knew it.
They're not yet.
I'm okay with Kofi. I'm okay with Kofi as champ. He's putting on good. He's like John Cena without the John Cena machine. He's winning matches on TV. He's doing good. He's a good character. Now here's the thing. My problem is with him fighting Samoa Joe. Fans are gonna cheer for Joe. No one like it's not Kofi's fault. It's more of like everyone just wants Joe to fucking win. You know, it's just Samoa Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's not like oh well Kofi's bad. Like even when AJ was champion, and it was the same thing. I like AJ as champion. I'll be fine if he walks out with the belt. But I want Samoa Joe to win fucking Joe. You know. Like, he's just one of those well-respected wrestlers, man. Like I can tell you firsthand, at Staples Center, oh my God, like, at least for me for Survivor Series, he was one of the loudest reactions, man. When he came out, we were going, Joe. Like, everyone was so hyped for it. And when he got eliminated, my whole section was so pissed, dude. Like, we were booing. We were so upset that Samoa Joe got eliminated so damn quick. Like, he's so good, man, and he has, you know what, I don't say deserve that much, because I feel like these wrestlers earn it, but he deserves the WWE Championship. He deserves a championship or a red belt, man, for his efforts. And I don't care if, well, Chase, technically he's a rad superstar. I don't give a fuck, man. If the Wild Crew has to stay in place that world champ, I'm down with it.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Isn't it expected?
He's a raw guy, man.
Also, they announced on main event that there's a new faction of Robert Roode, EC3, and Cesaro. The main event muscle, whatever.
You kidding me?
This is a Chase Oliver dream faction. Whoever thought of this was thinking of me, man.
They need a raise.
You're my favorite.
It did to get that motherfucker a raise. God damn it, yo.
Like, is this legit?
Yes, this is legit, Big Mike. It's a main event faction, dude.
Main event faction.
God.
Also,
they need to get on fucking
the TNA guys, bro. Just call it Impact Wrestling. Let's call it Impact Wrestling.
Man, that's why Raw's ratings are not doing so good, man. It's a bunch of Impact wrestlers on there.
Fighting for that 24/7 belt.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Drake Maverick is a star of that whole thing. I know R-Truth is making it work all the fuck you want. But I thought Drake Maverick the whole thing happening at his wedding was genius, yo. I love it.
But you know what I liked? Like I know he's not really the main star, but Cedric Alexander, he's been trying so hard for that 24/7 title. I thought when he won it, like, I was like, and I was like so happy for him. And then who did he lose to? So who did Cedric lose to?
EC3.
Everyone popped for EC3.
I popped, bro.
Like,
I popped.
For EC3 too. Like that's what I like about this belt. Like it's just a fun little belt, but you actually care who wins because like the people going for it actually want it. It's not like, oh man, dude, no, I don't want the 24/7 belt and stuff like if Roman Reigns won it, he'll be like, the dog won it. It is what it is. It's going to be on my shoulder. Believe that. Like, you know, he's not going to care. You know, like, that's just how it is.
Exactly. Absolutely. But guys, this was fun, guys.
When the big dog wants to fight, the big dog wants to fight. and this belt 24/7. So who wants to come out here and get punched in the mouth?
Roman 24/7. Believe that, the big dog player. Believe that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
No,
waiting for
but-
Carmella to pin fucking R-Truth. You know the build.
Honestly, the 1 week when the jobber was still in the ring, all like beat up after losing to the Viking Raiders, I literally thought the jobber was gonna win the 24/7 title. I was like, oh, the rest in the ring, he's in the ring. Like that's what's fun. But that's what's fun about this belt. There's so many different possibilities and stuff, and it's just like I said, the wrestlers actually want it. Like that's what makes it fun to watch. You know, there's so many good elements. Like it's honestly one of the best scenes in WWE right now. It's like and it's terrible, and it follows the trend. It's the same trend with WWE. WWE just needs to under-deliver with announcements because when they do, then the shit gets good. Because like it's the same thing. Oh fuck, the 24/7 title is such a stupid idea. The belt's ugly. Now, oh man, I love the 24/7 title. Like that's the thing. You just got to piss people off when you announce something. WWE like Johnny needs to come up to the main roster as a Coke salesman and stuff like that. People will be pissed about it. Then in a few weeks, like Shane McMahon, the rumor that he'll win the WWE title, fans are pissed about it. But guess what? His first week as world champion, his first Shield promo. You know what, man? I'm down with Shane as world champ. It's like that's what happened. That will happen, man. That will happen.
Yeah. So I'm looking at pictures of the Ring of Honor pay-per-view right now. People took.
Oh
man, bro, there's a lot of empty seats, yo.
Hey man, where was the venue?
It's in Baltimore.
No one wants to be out that late in Baltimore.
Nah, but bro, come on though, bro. Shit's depressing as hell, bro. Shit's depressing as hell, man. Like think about it, Walty, think about it. But 2 months ago, we were at the Garden, bro.
That's with New Japan.
Remember the song though, bro? Remember the song? Remember?
I guarantee you guys went more for New Japan than you went for fucking. Wait, there's 2 nights of best in the world.
Next night TV tapings, though. Next night TV tapings.
Oh, I was gonna say this is ridiculous.
Remember Walty? Remember Walty? We're going to the Garden, baby. We're going to the Garden, baby.
Oh, don't mention that guy.
That job. Worse than the
you know what?
People hated that dude with Adam Cole. I'll take the dude with Adam Cole over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy was worse than the Garden.
Apparently,
guys, hold up. Can I give you guys the results for Ring of Honor Best in the World 2019?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I might watch it later or tomorrow, but fuck it. Go ahead.
All right, so Roosh defeated Flip Gordon in what Ring of Honor called the Dream Match on the pre-show. So
Pre-show. Fuck.
God damn it. Okay.
The match went 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Dream match.
Dalton Castle defeated Dragon Lee in 14 minutes and 20 seconds.
15 minutes. Come on.
Delore defeated Jenny Rose and Kelly Klein.
The Lore was wrestling on this show.
Yeah, man, and on Best in the World.
Oh my
God damn.
Did they get booed? I wonder.
Just pay-per-view.
Remember, guys.
Watching that match.
Remember, be a fan, y'all. Be a fan.
No.
Kenny Keene defeated Jay Lethal in the Best of 3 series.
Ooh.
Okay.
That match went 14 minutes and 35 seconds. Jonathan Gresham defeated Silas Young by submission in a Pure Rules match.
I want to watch that.
Me too.
Because of the Pure Rules.
Pure.
I heard the Pure title, so no.
Pure title, yeah.
And the Briscoes drew with Eli Drake and Nick Aldis as that match ended in a double countout.
Yeah, dummy. Yeah, dummy.
Shane Taylor defeated Bandino to retain his ROH World Television Championship. Villain Enterprises defeated the Light to retain the 6-man tag titles.
Oh,
and in our main event, Matt Tape,
They said that they were gonna debut a new 6-man titles, whatever.
No, they've had the 6-man titles.
No, but they're going to be a new one. Like they did this whole thing where PCO and
Oh,
this other guy were going to make new belts for them and shit. I don't know, whatever. But continue going.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, and then this one right here, Matt Taven defeated Jeff Cobb for the World Championship.
Matt Taven still.
This was the second shortest match of the night.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it went 9 minutes and 50 minutes.
That
9
man
minutes
went
and
9
50
minutes.
Yeah, they went as long as the Allure taking on the other tag team. So the Allure is as important as the Ring of Honor World Championship.
God damn you.
Pure championship match went 17 minutes. The freaking 6-man tag went almost 17 minutes. You're telling me your World Championship can't go over 10 minutes?
Not with Matt Taven.
Yo, bro, it's so bad, bro. Even the wrestling bear is shaking his head right now, yo. Even the wrestling, bro. Even the wrestling bear is shaking his head. God damn, bro.
I am more disgusted than Stephen Smith about his Knicks.
What happened?
And this is just blackness.
I said I am more disgusted than Stephen A. Smith is about his Knicks.
Word, yeah.
I had rather in my life as a wrestling fan have seen such disgrace and such dishonor to a company that lets to call themselves Ring of Honor. You mean to tell me
That's the Allure! The fucking Allure!
The World Heavyweight Championship is going to have less time than the Pure Rules match. It's going to have less time than the 6-man tag team match. It's going to have less time than your TV title match. Max, I've never been more disgusted in my life. The blasphemy that did that. You still have the same amount of time as your Ring of Honor World Championship match. Max, I'm just sick. Well, how about we switch gears for a second? Switch gears.
Well, you know, well, you gotta believe this though. What Ring of Honor did tonight was very misunderstanding. I do not get it one bit. I can't do Matt. I can't do Max Kellerman. I'm sorry, I can't.
Max Kellerman.
Stephen A. I'm doing Skip Bayless. I just start out doing the impression doing Stephen A. Stephen A. I agree. I sit here and I look at the match card. I say, pure match. Okay, that should be 15 minutes. I look at the women's match. Doesn't need to be 9:30. But you're trying to tell me your World Championship match is 9 minutes and 50 seconds? That's worse than when I heard when number 2 decided to pull out of the game because of load management. This is the worst thing that I've ever heard from Ring of Honor. You're pretty much just admitting, hey, we're happy to be here. We're fine with the position we're at. We're okay with being mediocre. Just like number 2 is okay with being mediocre. Look, number 2 just won the World Championship. That's fine.
You just was in the hand.
Oh, it was fun. Speaking of which, speaking of New York, I heard that apparently there's word going around, rumors and innuendo, that apparently Kevin Durant and Kyrie are heading to New York, but to the wrong New York team.
Go to the hood section.
They're going to Brooklyn. Yep.
Hey, Walter, man, I'm sorry. Hey, at least you got Julius Randle. He looks like Zion.
Hey, I'll be fine.
Oh, shit. Big Mike reacted. Set it up. Mike reacted.
Great Valley fucking player.
Julius Randle had a chance. Julius Randle, he knows how bad the Pelicans are going to be because he had a chance to opt in with them, and he was like, "Nah, man, I played with these guys already." So now you see, because that's the thing, you can trick like dumb Knicks fans. You're like, "Yeah, we got Zion. What are you talking about? His name's Julius Randle."
Yeah. Oh god, this is
Some
hilarious.
Knicks fans are just content with Julius Randle, but
I'm in legit tears right now.
Julius Randle is
Man,
okay.
that's serious.
But that ain't a big pickup.
Oh my goodness.
That's lightweight.
And man, maybe you can do Julius Randle, and you can overpay for Thomas Satoransky on the Wizards.
I'd get Cousins. I'd rather overpay for DeMarcus Cousins.
Big.
You know what? I actually heard a rumor it involves Big Mike's team. I heard a rumor that the Knicks might go for Blake Griffin.
Oh hell
It ain't
no!
happening. It ain't happening.
That ain't happening. We would have to trade all young core.
As much as I like the young core of the Knicks, I'll take Kevin Knox, but Blake Griffin ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I ain't going.
Oh wow, you would take Kevin Knox, damn.
Oh, no, I heard it would be a DSJ for Blake Griffin trade.
Ooh, I'll take that. Oh,
You know what? I like DSJ, but
oh,
I think it's gonna be DSJ. Like I heard it's DSJ, Frankie Smokes, and draft pick for Blake Griffin.
Oh, I'll take that instantly.
as long as what's that guy that we used to have? As long as Henry Ellison is nowhere near the deal, I'm fine.
Have him. I think we just have like the young core everyone talks.
Yeah, you guys will get Frankie Smokes, man. Everyone loves him.
You got Frankie Ntilikina. I mean,
But you know what? And you know what? Frank and Sekou will go great together because they played in France together.
there you go.
Yeah.
See?
What?
Oh yeah, you guys got Nigerian Giannis.
Right. That's what everybody said.
I like
was
that.
I was at the Big Three, and I was near the tunnel. He came out the tunnel, and everybody was screaming his name, and I shouted on Twitter.
I hope he's not another French bus. Like
Hey man,
there.
hey
No,
guys. At least you got. Although your basketball teams are suffering, at least you guys don't have Andrew Wiggins' contract. All right.
That is true.
That
We
is
have
very
the best-
Where the Timberwolves are getting this idea we're giving D'Angelo Russell money. I want him, but are we going to give him the mid-level exception? Like, what money do we have?
I think they're trying to trade Wiggins, but I mean, no one wants that damn contract. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Right, that's true. But we're still playing. We're still seeing.
The only team that will take that contract is Miami, and that's because Miami loves stupid contracts. They'll be like, "Oh, what? It's only making $25 million? Yeah, man, we paid
Always.
15."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, this was fun. This was fun. 300 episodes in. Thanks to all you guys that tuned in tonight. You guys kicked ass. Everyone, and here to 300 more. I'm out of water now. Fuck, I just finished my empty water bottle now. So
I love it, Michael.
I love it, Michael. God damn it, Michael. All you guys in the chat, everyone that tuned in, all that fun stuff. 300 more and all that fun stuff. Let's see what else to come now. Again, now that I'm on an iMac, doing this is awesome as well. I'm able to do this, have all you guys appear on the feed, on webcam mode and shit. This is cool as
Sweet.
Was cool as well. So there's that. You can follow the TEAMHEEL podcast on Twitter. You can follow the TEAMHEEL podcast on Twitter at TEAMHEEL Podcast. This will be available on all podcasting platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Also over at Google Podcasts. We have to download, listen on the go, all that fun stuff. You can give us those 5-star ratings and give us a review on iTunes. That'll really help out the podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. I'll be back this Sunday for Around the Point. I will be recapping, at this point, this Fighter Fest, because after Chase reading the results, I'm not really feeling best in the world, but that's just Around the Point as well. Walty, bro.
I don't know. I feel like you're missing out on a great show.
Well, we'll see. I'll be the judge of that. Walty, bro. Let the dorks know, bro. Where can they find Mr. Grind on that ad, Mr. Queen Slayer himself, KWEN Slayer himself? Where can they find the man himself? Where can they find him on Twitter, bro?
The Twitter page at hand Walter, troll me there, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
It
could be a long season this year. It could be a long season for the Knicks. So go ahead.
Yeah, Julius
It's gonna be an
Randle.
awesome season. We'll get 10 more wins.
Okay.
They got 99-cent store Zion.
There you go.
Well, we don't got him yet.
The man with the golden charm, rocking his Detroit Lions, the Tigers, right? Tigers hat on, looking like a father coach of a middle school team. But that's around the point. Where can they find the man with the golden charm, bro? Where can they find him at?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Big Mike 199519 and on YouTube at Big Mike's Wrestling Recap Show.
And of course the AEW now, AEW fanboy assassin himself, Chase Oliver. Sure. Dr. Chase, where can they find them?
Before I leave, I just want to thank everyone on the Team Hill podcast. Thank Steven for allowing my crazy ass to be on the good amount of episodes. Thank Walter for having good times, and also Big Mike. Thank Connor for being part of the early days of the Team Hill podcast. Brendan, WWE TNA fan, I forgot his name, his YouTube username.
PW
Thank
Outsider.
him for, giving us PW Outsider. There we go. Thank him very much for, being on the show as well. American Alucard, even though he's funny sometimes, I want to thank him. Thank Anthony Missionary Thomas, Mish, from the Wrestling Soup for coming on and, just being on the show. OK Fabe, once again, he's one of the best wrestling YouTubers. Matt from In the Rope Show, just a great dude in general. Just overall, thank you to Michael Corbin, who call in on a consistent basis. It was just a good time. Dave Sapp for the underappreciated segment that he used to run on the channel and his love of NXT. There's a bunch of other people to thank too, but
Muhammad,
those are the two that come into my Muhammad, who stole Grim Toy Show's catchphrases and stuff. But yeah.
Oh, that fun stuff. Yeah.
Muhammad.
Yeah, remember Muhammad at he was 14 years old, and he's like, who would call in on a school night and shit, went to the show. Like, bro, you should be in bed right now, man. Yeah, but I just don't care, man. And stuff like that. I'm gonna try. You know what? Fun fact. I'm gonna try to bring back the live calls. I'm gonna do that real soon too. All right, guys. I miss
some of these voices,
I miss some of the voices too. Corbin, Dave Sachs, Weston, yo. Fucking remember Weston?
Yeah, Weston. There you go.
Weston too. I don't know, man. I think Daniel Bryan's a good wrestler, guys. I don't know what you guys talking about, man. Just stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Weston. Yeah.
Aisha's another one too. Early days too, as well.
Early days.
Boy, right there.
Oh man, everyone basically, everyone. Again, if we didn't mention your name, again, we
mentioned everyone's name.
We did. Sure. We mentioned
except
everyone.
For a couple.
Again, but still, it is what it is. Thank you guys as always. It's been awesome. That being said, guys, we're gonna wrap this up now. We'll be back next week. Goodbye. We'll be back next week for episode 301. I'm jumping the gun here already. 400. I'll play the music, and we're out like Janet's titties, guys. Peace out, dorks. Peace.